Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Big Keys. Welcome to the final episode of Wrestle Talk Radio of the year. Should have said not final episode, but final episode of 2021. Like I said, I'm your boy Big Keys. I'm the host for everything and everything wrestling. I need to first off apologize for the delay. I am so sorry. We're like 2 hours behind. I apologize. There's a lot been going on since 7:30 this evening. So if you're watching, thank you for dealing with me. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Part of it was me having technical difficulties because my dumb ass forgot to. I had the cord in the wrong USB port. It was a 15-20 minute delay right then and there. So this show really should have started like 8:30. Then it should have started at 9:45. Now it's starting at 10:15. So everybody's probably gone to bed now. So so at this point, it is whatever. But thank you for bearing with me, y'all. I apologize, but here we are, final episode of 2021. This is basically going to be a wrap-up show of everything that's been going on for 2021, a year of wrestling. We've had a lot of shit happen. If y'all remember, back in January, we were in the Thunderdome, December 30th. Now we got live audiences. We've come a long way, baby. So, but we got a lot to discuss and a lot to get into. Also, I'll introduce my special guest who's going to be joining me, too. Before I get into that, a couple of shout-outs. WFSB 91. Shout out to Fuego Beats. I'm supposed to be doing a show with him this coming weekend. Don't know for sure, but hopefully we'll get together. So shout out to him. Also want to shout out to my boy Sean. My homeboy Sean, known him for years now, about 10, 11 years now. He has an Instagram, Your Boxing Fix. I believe that's it, where he talks everything and anything boxing. My dude is very knowledgeable in regards to the boxing game. So please go follow him on Instagram, Your Boxing Fix. And I know he goes live sometimes and discuss all the big matches coming up in boxing. So if you're a boxing fan, definitely go check out that Instagram page he has. No word on the Facebook page yet. I know he's getting that together, but he actually has gear that he's been selling, and a lot of the people have some of the boxes that he's been talking about on his page actually follow him, and they've actually been wearing some of his gear. So that's what's up. So shout out to Sean doing the thing with the boxing. So make sure y'all check him out. Make sure y'all also subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Wrestling Talk Radio and hit that bell button so that way you get notifications when we go live or when I post content to the page. Also, make sure y'all like us on Facebook. Make sure y'all like us on Instagram. And most importantly, make sure y'all follow us on Twitter. Wrestling Talk Radio. I think it's Wrestling Talk RD. So make sure y'all follow us on Twitter. Keep everything updated up there. So, but before we get into the show with my guest, I gotta talk about something that I got some news 3 weeks ago. And well, let me bring on my guest first and everything. Hold on. So, joining me from the I can't even get the words right. Holly Street 96. My bad, Holly Street 96. You gotta forgive me, man. It's been a long day, man. Joining me from Holly Street 96. Trevor, tell us what's up with the people, man. Tell everybody what's up, man.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Appreciate y'all for allowing me to be here to entertain once again. Representing for the Holly Street 96 podcast. One of my co-defendants might be coming on as well here soon. But shout out to the whole Holly Street 96 podcast team and everybody that follow us. Keith, thank you as always for having us, me, and possibly us, plural, on the show. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is, man. You got the squad on the deck. Let's go ahead and get it.
Yes, sir. Dietrich is supposed to be joining us soon. That's one of the various reasons why we're on late. He's taking care of some business. But shout out to Dietrich, man. He's going to be coming and joining us soon. So we're going to stall a little bit because I definitely want to get him on the show. And also shout out to DJ Domino. Man, I'm telling y'all, this dude knows his wrestling shit, man. He was on here a couple shows ago. Definitely got to have him back on, man. But, yo, shout out to Holly Street 96 who has been helping me out these past couple of months, man. The show has gone through a couple of changes or whatever. I'm not going to get into it. If y'all know the story, y'all know the story. If you don't, you don't. But I appreciate them for helping me out with the show and everything for the past couple of weeks, man. So I wanted to thank y'all personally, man. Trevor just got up and just ran away. So I want to thank you.
Nah, you good? I'm still here. I was wondering why stuff was looking a little hazy for a second, man. Forgive me, y'all listening. I didn't have my eyes on. Oh God, that's better. I was like, damn, I'm squinting at the screen and looking like, yo, I can't understand what the hell going on. Y'all know because I'm 41 and I need glasses, man. Shout out to the Army for breaking me down slowly but surely. But they gave me the tools to be great. So just excuse me for a second. I apologize.
I feel
Oh
you,
God,
man.
okay.
I feel
Be
you,
back. I
man.
was like, yo, what's going on, yo? Everything fuzzy. All right, my fault.
No, you good, man. But a big thank you for y'all for helping me out, man. Y'all been with me all year long in the past couple of months, so I definitely appreciate y'all helping me out here. Before I go into the show, I do got to bring something up. A couple weeks ago, I got a phone call. It was right before Christmas and everything happened. A good friend of mine, John Salgado, went to high school with him, and John died. He was killed a couple weeks ago. I'm not gonna go into the details of what happened, just because of the privacy of the family or whatever. But John was a very good friend of mine. Fuego knew him. We all went to high school together. Um, when Fuego called me, gave me the news. I was just, bro. It was devastating, man. John was good people. Um, I will say John definitely had a good sense of humor. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story about John. John used to work at Hooters, and back in high school. Um, at the end of the school day, we used to have the older Spunkenmeyer cookies. They used to sell at the end of the day. And Trevor, you probably know what those cookies. They used to sell them
Yeah, yeah, they're
at the end of the
fantastic.
school day. And we used to have a room where they used to heat the cookies up, and they used to sell them to the students at the end of the day.
They heated y'all joints up?
Yes, so them joints was good.
Spoiled bitches.
I know, right? Spoiled ass motherfuckers back in high school.
Real shit.
Anyways, John went into the room where no students were allowed and heated up some Hooters wings in the microwave. Walked out of class and started walking around asking, did anybody want a wing? Bro, when I tell you I died in the classroom, fam, that was the funniest shit ever. Yo, it's like, yo, we were looking in the room like, how the fuck did he get in the room? How the fuck did he get to the microwave?
It's
and, man,
legendary, yo.
and then one more story. John went to community college, Tidewater Community College with me, our local community college here in Virginia Beach. John went there with, John walked out of class. John was like, I was like, yo, what's good, John? How you doing, man? He said, man, I'm good. He said, I can't find where I parked my car at, man. I was like, if you want to, I said, I got time between classes. You want me to help you? He was like, yeah, man. So I said, well, let's go. So we got in my car. I said, I'll drive you to your car. I said, what's your car look like? Man, it's like a black car, man. I was like, what kind of car is it? He just told me the color. Bro, we rode around the parking lot for like 25, 30 minutes trying to find this dude's car.
That shit's funny.
Yo, so I had some funny memories, John. But John, man, you will be missed. We all here. We're dedicating the show to you in your honor, man. You would definitely be missed, man. Good, great dude, better friend, man. But my condolences go out to the family on the loss of John, man. And we lost a couple of people from my graduating class. So, but I'll say it like this: I'm like, we gotta stop, yo. This whole killing shit has got to come to an end, y'all. We gotta stop. We got to do better. We're going to go in 2022. Shit got to be improved. I'm just saying like that. I'm not a political person or anything like that, but I'll say we got to get better at this shit, man. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But John, rest in peace. I'll see you soon, fam.
Rest in
All right.
peace, John.
Appreciate it, man. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into the show. First thing that we're going to discuss, let's jump into NXT. I know we're gonna mention NXT at the end of the show as well. We do our end of the year wrap up, but we're gonna jump into NXT right now. NXT. Matter of fact, we can kind of just dive into that a little bit, and then we'll come back into it for the end of the year discussion. As y'all know, NXT started the Black and Gold brand. It converted over to NXT 2.0 back in September. So it's been definitely a change in regards to the show and how it's Vince McMahon pretty much put his hands all over the product, and now it has gone to brighter colors. The ring ropes are now went from gold to white. Younger talent coming in. All the older talent that was in NXT is pretty much gone. Gargano, he's gone from NXT. Kyle O'Reilly, another person, he just appeared on AEW, made his AEW debut last week. He had his first match Adam Cole was in NXT. He's gone. Bobby Fish. It's been a lot of changes to NXT. A lot of changes to NXT. So definitely it's the NXT 2.0. I know for a lot of people, it was definitely a big change and it took some time. I'm still trying to adjust, but I think I'm slowly but surely starting to adjust to the NXT 2.0. A lot of people hate it, but I look at it like this: you had to give it a chance. You gotta give it a chance because you don't know. You actually may like it because in a year from now, we may be sitting there talking like, "Damn, I actually like NXT 2.0." But Trey, what's your thoughts on NXT 2.0? How you liking it so far? Do you like it? Do you hate it? What's your opinion?
Well, I don't hate it because at the end of the day, it's still wrestling. It's still a product. It's still that sports entertainment that we've all known and loved. I'm not a huge fan of drastic change like that, and it's different when it's like, remember when we first got the jumbotron? It was a thing, but it was a small thing. If they
Sure.
remember when they went to the full LED screen, the stage jumbotron. I think it was on Smackdown. You know what I'm saying? It's small, but it's still a change. This NXT 2.0 was just like a drastic overhaul, and it's not bad per se. It's just so different. Like the colors and all that other stuff. Like they didn't even kind of like baby step us in. I personally will always like the black and gold brand. You know what I'm saying? Like that color scheme was just dope. Now they got like the Ultimate Warrior and old school WCW Sting color scheme going, which isn't bad, you know what I'm saying? But it's just gonna take some getting used to. And as far as like all of the talent leaving, I kind of called some of those, but
You did. I
it's
remember on a few shows you did call that.
it's
I,
it's
I, I
it,
did remember that.
it's kind of sad to see it happening, you know what I'm saying? Because it just screams Vince McMahon, and we're watching stuff getting taken out of the hands of Triple H. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's just you hate to see it, man, but it's good. And to your point, you're kind of getting adjusted to and getting used to it. But I say that is only because you know we have to. We don't really have a choice. It's not like we're gonna just be like, nah, fuck that. I'm not watching NXT anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's still a brand and we still love it. There's still talent over there that we thoroughly enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So we just kind of got to get used to it, and we're just gonna evolve to it. You know what I mean? Which isn't a bad thing. It ain't something. It ain't nothing but something to get used to. Is the catchphrase I like to use for things like that. Just kind of hurts that it's such a big change. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I think the arena's too small. The color scheme is wild. You know what I'm saying? The the graphs that they had on the talent as far as what they did and how they did things and all that, you can kind of see that's changing too. But all in all, it's still WWE. We still going to tune in because we still want to see what's happening. And at the end of the day, talent is as talent does. You know what I'm saying? And they got it there. But we'll see what happens. I'll be honest. I kind of inadvertently have been shying away from it, but it's mostly because of the drastic change stuff. But I still tune in every now and then, just kind of keep up with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. It's still wrestling, baby. It's still real to us. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Still gonna
So
tune in.
I'm a wrestling fan.
That's it.
Point blank. I'm a wrestling fan. Like I said, I watch everything. So it's a chance for me to, to watch different things. So I'm definitely I'm adjusting to the change. Like I said, I do like some of the superstars. Like I'm Braun Breaker, definitely big fan of Braun Breaker. I like Scott Steiner. The whole thing with the Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner shit. It's kind of like you can't. WWE's making them ignore it, but you can't ignore it. This dude looks just like Rick Steiner, and he talks like Scott, which is some
Right.
weird shit. Every time you hear him talk, the only thing you just looking at the TV screen and like, damn, that sounds just like Scott Steiner talking.
Yeah.
And he looks the part. He's gonna be a problem coming up, and I really do see him being on the main roster before the end of 2022.
But we also know that that's going to be because he's the kind of guy that Vince likes, and he's exactly what Vince is doing with
Exactly.
NXT 2.0. And he is the kind of person that Vince has no problem pushing. And the proof is in that when he got damn near an immediate title chance with Tommaso Champa, like
That
very
we'll get into,
quickly.
yeah, and we're gonna get into the special getting ready to come up next week.
Yeah,
But I think they're doing good, especially in the with the new superstars they're introducing. I kind of like that. It's like like I said, I'm not a fan of the white and the pink and all that other shit. But as far as the superstars are concerned, they're definitely doing like it's more superstars that we're getting used to. Like I like Grayson Waller. I mean, his face run was shitty. I didn't like it. Him turning heel and then attacking Gargano on this way when Gargano's on his way out, genius to turn him heel. I like that. I like the fact that Carmelo Hayes, this kid. Once I saw him win the breakout tournament, I said this kid's gonna be something special, man. This kid, he's good on the mic. He's great in the ring. Definitely. I mean, the future is there in NXT 2.0. I like it. A lot of people are not gonna. Not a lot of people are not liking it. They're not used to. I'm like, y'all gotta give shit a chance. It's gotta give it a chance. I'm like, give it a chance.
yeah.
I'm like I said, give it 1 year now. 1 year, we're gonna be sitting there talking about NXT 2.0. Now, like I'm saying, I'm sitting there saying that's just my opinion. Everybody else might be like, well, 1 year it still may be shitty. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But to me personally, I do like where the directions is going. So the women's division, putting Mandy Rose in NXT. Awesome decision. Awesome.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna make
Amen,
a point
D.
in regard. Yeah. We know how you feel about Mandy Rose,
Relax.
Trevor.
Relax.
Oh my God. We gotta hear it. We gotta hear the group text. Oh my God. We know about Mandy Rose, Trevor. Relax. I like Toxic Attraction. Definitely a good team. I'm feeling it. I'm like they got all the women's gold. So I'm definitely feeling that. But NXT 2.0.
So they're technically a women's version of
Undisputed Era.
There you go.
Undisputed Era. So there's no
Keep it a
fourth
buck.
There's no
They
fourth
really
gold.
are.
So I do know. Well, we're gonna talk about. Matter of fact, we just jump into it. The next special is NXT New Year's Evil. That's coming up next Tuesday, live on USA Network at 8:00. In regards to some of the matches, let's go over to some of the matches they're gonna have. AJ Styles versus Grayson Waller. As y'all know, AJ Styles has been appearing. They put him on NXT. Now, one reason he was put on NXT, now this is what I heard, I had read about, there was football games last Tuesday. So they had to get a big name because you had 2 football games on last Tuesday, and they wanted to go up against competition. But with AJ Styles, I kind of like AJ Styles in NXT. It's kind of a different, it's like, I would have rather seen him on the black and gold NXT than the NXT 2.0. But it's a little bit late, but you know what? Putting him on there gives NXT 2.0 a little bit more star power. It gives Grayson Waller a chance to go up against a veteran. To basically improve his ring work. That's actually going to be a decent match. I can definitely see AJ Styles putting Grayson Waller over in that match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good match, but I go back to like it. Don't get me wrong, it's dope to see AJ Styles go down to NXT, and I don't mean go down in a disparaging way, right? But that's like he's wrestling for lack of a better term. It's like he's wrestling in a high school gym. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the arena for NXT kind of throws me to. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was used to the Full Sail crowd and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that just had a different
I love
look.
that crowd, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
The energy of Full Sail was NXT crowd is just different energy. And again, another thing they changed: no takeovers. So they got rid of the takeover name. So it's just I don't know how the pay-per-views are going to work for NXT going forward, but they're not going to be called takeovers anymore.
This goes back to why I was saying it's too much change immediately.
Yeah.
There's no gradual step into any of the stuff, man, and that's where a lot of the confusion and stuff is going to come from, bro. Because it's takeovers. You got AJ Styles down there, which you're correct. I believe and I agree. He'd have set Black and Gold brand on fire down there. You know what I'm saying?
Fam.
But
imagine the matches he could have had, man. Just
because imagine a match between him and in Adam Cole,
Champa,
Gargano.
Cole.
This is what I'm
Man,
saying.
WWE missed the opportunity, man. That
They,
door closed, and now they all
but they're,
gone.
but we also understand why they're doing it now, because they have to do something to kind of super jumpstart the 2.0 brand, because I'm sure with the drastic change of the 2.0 brand, I'm sure they saw it's like a viewership decline. I can almost guarantee it, because it's so big, and then they switched their focus. I don't want to say switch their focus directly, but they're going back to what NXT was. You know what I'm saying? Like a farmhouse brand. You know what I'm saying? Where they're
Exactly.
shopping
I
new
agree with
talent,
that 100%, fam.
and there's
They're
nothing
going
wrong
back.
with that.
They're going back to development again,
Yeah,
which is okay. But I do like the introduction of new superstars to the
yeah.
brand, and we're starting to learn their personalities. And we're starting to see their matches. And then I like how they mix a little bit of the black and gold with the new 2.0, so you get like they did that War Games when they did old school versus new school. I like
Yeah,
that. I was a huge fan of that. I would think that was really cool, and that really get you understanding of how this brand's gonna be. I loved it. That was a great
absolutely.
idea for them to do that at War
Yeah,
Games.
1,000%. It
Yeah.
again, it's not a bad direction. I think they're putting all their eggs in one basket and hoping everybody hits the grocery store at the same time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
New Year's Eve is definitely going to set the tone for how things are going to go in NXT going forward. Let me get to the rest of the matches. We got four more.
Yeah.
Match that was made on 2.0 the other night. Riddle and MSK are going to take on Imperium in a 6-man tag. This actually might be a good match. I'm looking forward to this match to see how MSK is going to do with Riddle. So this is something, again, you got Riddle coming from Raw down to
Mm-hmm.
NXT. You're getting a little bit now. Then you got Imperium. Walter's making his first appearance in a ring for the NXT 2.0 brand. So you're
Yeah.
getting a little bit of mixing like that. I'm seeing what they're doing. They're trying to mix it up. So I do like that. So that's going to be a good match as well. Carmelo Hayes versus Roderick Strong for the title versus title. Roderick Strong is the cruiserweight champion, and then Carmelo Hayes is the North American champion. They're doing away with the cruiserweight championship. That's why the match is
Yeah,
going on.
Carmelo Hayes is about to win.
Yeah, so they're gonna do away. I don't know if y'all read, but they've been rumors in regards to them scrapping the cruiserweight. The 205 Live is pretty much done because
Yeah.
they've been using NXT stars, so it's pretty big. The cruiserweight championship has been pretty much useless. So this is gonna be the way that they're gonna scrap it. They're gonna scrap the title. You're gonna unify both belts, and then like Wade Barrett said when he was walking out the ring the other night during the contract signing, that the winner is going to be the NXT North American champion. No need for Roderick Strong to win this title.
Nope.
He already had his run. Let Carmelo Hayes walk out and be double champion. Then Cruiserweight Championship is gone. Honestly, it's been pretty much a useless title since 2.0 started. So it's I don't blame them getting rid of it. So I'm definitely looking for that. That's actually gonna be a decent match. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a solid match. The the what's the word I'm looking for? Roger Strong's gonna have to do a really good job, and I use that term loosely, putting over Carmelo Hayes. He's already over, but as the NXT vet, Roger Strong has to make sure he does a good job of the storytelling and all that in the ring to make sure Carmelo Hayes gets the proper look. If they do anything like the Becky Lynch 1, 2, 3, da da da, here's your belt thing, that's going to be corny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's going to be a really good match because Roddy puts on a good show. Roddy does his thing in the ring.
Underrated, puts on some good matches. So I'm definitely
Yeah, but
to that match.
hot take. I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there just in case Roger Strong's going to go to AEW here shortly within the time of 2022 to help fully bring on the Undisputed Era to AEW.
What's his contract looking like? I gotta get
no clue. I have no clue. I'm just saying that because
I'll look
everybody
in regards to his contract.
Undisputed Era is going to AEW, baby. We already got 3 to 4, which the 3 is really enough. You don't really need Roger Strong, but come on.
We'll look into that, man. Next match, Mandy Rose is going to defend the NXT Women's
She's going to win.
Cora Jade and Raquel Gonzalez. She's going to win, but I think what's going to happen is that Raquel Gonzalez, this is her farewell match. Because rumor is she's headed up to the main roster after this. You got to think about it. It's coming up in January. what happens at the end of the January?
They do that
The
stupid.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So
Not the stupid Royal Rumble. My fault. I'm super early. I thought they were going to do that. Free agent, not the free agent. What's the deal where they pick teams and all that other stuff? You're going to SmackDown. You're going to Raw. But they just did that. Don't worry about me.
But Vince is the kind of dude who likes Raquel Gonzalez. So I definitely see her. And I was like, you know what?
It's because she's built like Roman Reigns.
A female
I'm
Roman
kidding.
Reigns.
I'm kidding.
Shut
I'm kidding.
up. I can definitely see her. What show would you think she would benefit more?
SmackDown.
SmackDown?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we're going to
You could almost put her right into a match with anybody at SmackDown. With Raw, you kind of have to build her into some of the matches with her with SmackDown. Charlotte's on SmackDown, right? I'm not fucking up.
Charlotte's the women's champion.
Right. Her and Charlotte is almost a guaranteed 5-star match.
That might be good. Well, she's needed on SmackDown for a reason, which we're going to get into later. If y'all heard the news, we're going to get into that. The reason why we think she's going to be on SmackDown because there was some news that happened yesterday or early this week? We're going to get into that in just a minute too. In the last match, Tommaso Champa is defending the NXT Championship against Braun Breaker. This is where your boy Breaker wins the title. We're going to start the new year off. And we're going to.
You think so?
I think Breaker wins the title here. I mean, if Champa wins, if Champa wins, I just need to understand why he's winning it. Why he's
because he's technically the man in NXT right now. But to your point, I can see that change because I know we're going to talk about day one, and I have a feeling I know what's going to happen on day one, but I can see it. But you're going to give him the title already? That just seems kind of wild to me.
That's another thing that came to my mind. Is it too soon? Now, when I say too soon, it's hard, man. Like I want to say I'm 50-50 because it's too soon, but at the same time, how long are you going to delay this till he wins the title? It's like, wait, this is a major event. I don't know when the next. See, this thing about it. NXT has announced none of their events. We don't know what the next event's going to be because remember, there's no more takeovers, so we don't know what the event's going to be after this. So it could be in March or something like that. I mean, they're not going to wait that. They're not going to drag the storyline between him and Champa long. This has been going on since September, basically. It's time to pull the trigger. It's time to pull the trigger.
I look at it like this. There's nobody else that should be getting that title above Braun Breaker. Nobody in NXT 2.0 right now.
Who would you say though? I'm interested. Who would you say?
I would love on the real. Okay. I'd love to see Cameron Grimes. Imagine that he just did. I mean, granted, it's been a little bit, but he just did the $1 million joint with $1 Million Man. Shoot him right there. That would be. I think that would be good. My thing is, I don't dislike Braun Breaker. I don't. Phenomenal talent so far. You know what I'm saying? He's got that Steiner blood that they don't want to talk about. I got all that too. But think about it. Look how quickly he had his first championship match with Champa. And now they're giving him another one. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nobody else that's deserving.
Here's my opinion. I think Breaker wins, and I think the next person in line. I know you're gonna look at me weird. I think Grayson Waller is gonna be next in line to face Braun Breaker. If they're building if they're building up Grayson the way they are, and he's an asshole, they're gonna want to see Breaker whoop his ass.
I mean, yeah.
I would say he would be next. He would be next in line to face Breaker. I think it's time. Champa. We're gonna get to Champa because I got some thoughts on Champa too and everything.
They're gonna send him to the main roster and he's gonna fucking disappear. And I don't like it.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say.
I don't like it.
The
writing, but that's the thing that I don't like about 2.0, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I just
no, you're fine. Go ahead.
You can see the writing on the wall with stuff like that, and it's becoming like highly predictable. It went from the Black and Gold brand where they were basically doing invasions on the main roster, doing all sorts of stuff, and standing on their own too. To now, we can almost say, "Oh, this title match is happening. He's had it for this amount of time. He's getting called up." Like we can almost see that now. You know what I'm saying? Where it used to be a thing of damn, man, they're taking Io Shirai up, or they're taking this person up. Like,
Io
you know what I'm saying?
I think Io Shirai is going to the main roster too.
We already know this. Like, it's the writing's on the wall. It went from NXT being its own brand and being a third brand to they're going back to the developmental, and they're pushing all their legacy talent up, but that's not going to be good.
Well, with that being said, let's jump into the next, because this is a very good carryover to the next topic. NXT superstars being going to the main roster and then basically get treated like shit. With that being said, Toni Storm she basically quit, and I know you guys heard the news and everything. It was shocking to me when they found out that. Now, when it first came out, they said WWE released Toni Storm.
Yeah,
they released Toni Storm. That was the story. Dig more into the shit, and I was like, it's got to be something else. Come to find out that she quit. She didn't want to be part of it, and then there was an interview that she did in regards to her role on the main roster. So, and she made some valid points in regards to her not just basically just being overlooked on the main roster.
Yeah.
So, and she actually had a match with Charlotte Flair on SmackDown where she offered the SmackDown Women's title and she lost the match. So, and then now she's gone. And this is what I was like, here we go with the NXT. She just got called up a few months ago. And it's like, damn, it's like the NXT disease, man. It's like every time somebody goes up from NXT to the main roster, they get fucked over.
Well, you can't say every time because
not every time. I mean, you got some exceptions with Kevin.
No, but I'm with you though, and it's kind of like a gift and a curse, and it depends on where they place them into the main roster. You see what I'm saying? Because we had a lot of superstars that come from NXT that got called up to the main roster that either stayed mid-level talent, hey Ricochet, who was doing phenomenal down at NXT, but they just gotta kind of find their niche and just kind of hope and wish that they get the call up. When I saw the Toni Storm thing, I was like, I think I said in the group chat, didn't she just have a match with Charlotte? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Charlotte Flair.
But it's kind of like, I can understand the frustration because it's a lot of talent on the main roster, like a lot of legacy talent that's there that's still doing their thing in the ring, and they're mainstays and they're not going anywhere. And they either have
look at the two women champions right now, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Like,
right,
their title runs are going to be very long.
Yeah,
you just can't see it. Like I said, Liv Morgan, big fan of hers. I just don't see them putting the title on her, man. I'm sorry. I mean,
nah,
they do,
but that's just because of the way that they're doing it. Like, you can build up the women stars, excuse me, to hold the titles and to show their worthiness because they've done it. But when it comes to, well, it's Charlotte Flair, we kind of have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's always going to take precedence. Like, there's very few Charlotte Flair matches that I've watched that I said, oh shit, she lost. There's very few.
Damn, I said the same thing. I'm like, I don't see her lose many matches. And when she loses her title, it's not long before she gets it back.
Nah, her and Becky Lynch basically have automatic bids. So whenever they disappear, they take their time off, whatever. When they come back, they got an automatic bid. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of like it's an earned thing, but it's still kind of shitty because you got other female talents that are busting their ass in the ring. Nikki, you know what I'm saying?
Rhea Ripley.
Like, we got so many examples of the females, and that ties us back into what we were talking about with Io Shirai. Fire in NXT. What is she gonna do when she gets up to fucking?
Another one I'm worried about is Xia Li.
Remember when Asuka got called up?
Yeah.
She went on a, what was it? Damn near 2-year undefeated streak in NXT.
Io Shirai was one of the baddest in NXT.
This is what I'm saying.
She was fucking dominant.
She gonna get called up there, and they're gonna make her look like she's the fucking rookie. Which I get it. Technically, you are coming up to the main roster, but come on now. Come on now.
With Xia Li on SmackDown, they're gonna put Io Shirai on Raw. They're gonna put, and I'm not saying that to be racist. I'm not saying that because you got one superstar. I'm not saying that. It would make more sense to put.
You got to split. You got to split your coverage. That makes sense.
Unless they're gonna do a tag team. That's the only way I can see them doing that. If they put them together and put them on the same team, that'd be the only other way. But I think Io Shirai will end up going to, and I would like that. Because I think she can put on some damn good matches on Raw.
I mean, yes, but at the end of the day, you're putting on good matches for the purpose of getting the championship title run, or at least a shot at the belt. How long is it going to take for her to get at Becky? You see what I'm saying? And then when she gets there, is it going to be like a legit match, like we know Io Shirai's pedigree and how good she is in the ring, or is it going to be a squash match where it's like, hey, congratulations, you made it. But you have 3 more years of work to do before it's your time, which is kind of why I'm still a little pissy about Braun Breaker getting another fucking title match. You see what I'm saying? Like, they'll do that for NXT, but they won't do that shit for the main roster.
He's Vince's golden boy, man. That's Vince's Cena. That's Vince's Cena down there. And
yeah, I don't care. Fuck that. Vince also knew what EO was about.
Yeah, Vince knows the deal. Vince knows that's his boy. Braun Breaker is his dude because basically he's got the look, he's got the talk, he's got the charisma. Vince likes that kind of shit.
He's got the fucking Steiner pedigree. Keep it a bean.
Yeah, he got the Steiner. Brad, when I tell you the Steiner, that's what kills me.
That's 50% of what it is. I don't want to take nothing away from Breaker's in-ring prowess and all that other stuff and how good he is at what he does. But come on.
Kids got
keep it real. No doubt. And Vince will make sure of it.
How old is he? I need to look at his age real quick.
I have no idea.
He's 24.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time.
24 years old. Damn, this dude's young, fam. October 24th, 1997.
Well, listen. Why can't I remember his name? Who was fuck. Who was the one that got called up? He was the son, and then he got injured, and we just didn't see him anymore. He's part of Alpha, American Alpha.
Not Chad Gable.
The other one. Yeah, I can't remember. You know who I'm talking about.
Jason Jordan.
God forbid something happened like that.
Jordan, something like that. That's his name.
Yeah. God forbid something like that happened because he had his storyline and everything was right on line.
Was the dumbest shit ever.
Nah, I loved it. It was great. It was corny, but they were making it work though, and it was dope. It was kind of like, all right, fuck it.
It was corny as shit. Come on now, white dude, black son. Come on now. What you say? Kurt Angle's fucking black bitches, man.
Hey, listen. You don't know what that man do behind closed doors, Kickoff.
Oh shit, man, that's hilarious, man. But Tony Storm, we wish you did AEW.
No, she's going to Impact.
I can see that.
She's going to go to Impact. I see the Impact run being a more of a possibility than AEW because on the cool, AEW stacking their deck probably a little too thick. You know what I'm saying? And she doesn't have that same kind of draw. She won't have that same draw going to AEW that she will going to Impact. AEW is like the WWE Part 2. You're going there because you're basically that caliber.
We'll get into AEW in just a minute. We'll talk about the year they had here in a minute. Let's jump into the pay-per-view. The first pay-per-view of the upcoming year. Day 1 is coming Saturday night. Saturday night pay-per-view. So, as y'all know, there wasn't any December pay-per-view. They usually do TLC in December. But this year they didn't do TLC in December, which I'm not going to complain too much about. I'm kind of over the gimmick pay-per-views. So, it was definitely entertaining. It was definitely interesting they didn't do TLC, but we get day 1. So let me go over a couple of matches that they got for day 1. Looks like there's going to be 8 matches and 1 match on the pre-show. The pre-show match, Cesaro and Ricochet versus Ridge Holland and Sheamus. Oh man, those 2 superstars right there, Cesaro and Ricochet. Cesaro was wrestling. Yo,
That's what I'm saying.
Cesaro wasn't doing shit. Then he hit the seven series thing with Sheamus. Y'all need to go back and watch that shit. The matches they had, the series that him and Sheamus had,
Yes.
incredible. Yo, those matches were physical. They were very good. Underrated. Best of 7 series, man. I love that series. And then them being a tag team, the Bar, I love them as the Bar. Definitely good. Then Cesaro kind of just went away. Then basically came up and even wrestled Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. And then kind of just fell off. Slowly but surely. He just went back to mediocrity. And then now he's teaming with Ricochet on a pre-show.
That's not so like it's I don't want to say it's a bad, it's frustrating.
It's frustrating.
It's frustrating because Ricochet is a hell of a wrestler. Came up through the ranks of NXT, star power the whole nine.
Ricochet
not to the main roster.
North American Championship. Go back and go watch that match, y'all. Do
Listen,
a favor.
Shit, the match with him and Velveteen Dream.
That's another.
Like
match.
Ricochet is the whole match. Story, bro.
NXT take over New Orleans.
Just
damn.
They're playing them, man, and it's
his match against Gargano.
You gotta have mid-level matches. I understand that, but like Cesaro and like the whole bar shit and all of that, like he's certified. Ricochet certified. Pre-show match.
I didn't like how they stuck Cesaro with Nakamura. I did not understand that at all. I hated that too. And then with the whole shit with Sami Zayn, I hated that. I just felt like you used the perfect word. It was frustrated. It's just frustrating to see him like that. Like, God,
it's only frustrating because we've seen the caliber of what they can do.
Yeah.
Right. We've seen that they get busy in that ring. You know, my skills here and there, whatever, blah blah blah. But we know we're here for entertainment, and when they get in that ring, they get busy.
Let's not forget the match he had with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania Night 1.
All of this, none of it makes sense. None of it matters either.
None of it.
Just look where they got him.
He on the pre-show now.
A brand new pay-per-view, day one. Hey, cuz, pre-show. Go ahead and do that. You're still gonna get paid, so I don't know what you're mad for. You don't.
No one watches pre-show matches. Let's be honest. I tune in at 8 o'clock once the main show starts. I don't give a damn what happened to the pre-show. Now, when I put the results up there, you know, I'll put the results that match happened, but yet and still, the pre-show.
I mean, I'll have it on. It'll be in the background, but I'm guaranteeing I'm not paying attention. I'm sipping. I'm getting my pre-game on during the pre-show. You know what I'm saying? I got kids in the background, dogs wilding out. Like I'm not really focused on.
Waiting for the pizza to get here.
See what I'm saying?
For the people to come over.
Pizza sounds delicious right now. Damn.
All right, next match we got RK Bro versus Street Profits for the Raw.
I don't like RK Bro as a tag team. I get it; they're fantastic, whatever. I don't like them as a tag team.
It just Randy Orton as a heel is going to be much better.
Yeah, and it's going to happen during this one because the Street Profits going to get them belts.
Nah, it's too soon. I think RK Bro wins this one. I think it's the split of the Street Profits is starting to come soon. I don't think it's going to come here, but
I don't need that to happen. Could you see Montez as a solo? Got it.
He's got the charisma. Vince don't give a shit. Vince will end a tag team tomorrow. Vince don't give a shit. Vince will next thing you know, you turn on SmackDown, Angelo Dawkins is on SmackDown. You're like, what the fuck just happened? Didn't they just have a tag team match? Vince McMahon controls all that shit. If he sees something on the roster, he will split a team like it's no tomorrow. So I believe RK Bro's gonna retain. It'll be a good match, but I think RK Bro's gonna retain.
No.
But I see them dropping the titles before Mania, and I do see Riddle versus Orton at WrestleMania.
No, that's a no. That wouldn't be a Mania match to me. I mean, I could see it, but I don't see it at Mania.
It might happen to me. It may be one of the undercard matches, but we'll see.
It'll be a pre-show match.
Now, another match: Drew McIntyre versus Madcap Moss.
Can I be honest? Can
Go
I be
ahead.
honest?
All right.
I'm not a big fan of McIntyre, bro. I'm not a fan
Drew
of Drew McIntyre like
Drew's
that, though.
momentum has slowed up since he lost the WWE Championship.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Like, props to him. He bounced, came back, got his,
He was the COVID MVP.
yeah, he did his thing. He
He was the
showed you
COVID
can be
MVP.
resilient and come back and all that. But I'm not sold on Drew McIntyre, cuz I'm not. I'm
They're
really
gonna
not.
keep him far away from Roman Reigns as possible because everybody's like, as soon as he got drafted to SmackDown, everybody's like Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. But I was like, hold your horses. They're not gonna put that match immediately. They're gonna work their way to it. I don't see Drew crossing path with Roman Reigns after Mania.
I don't even like that match in general. Period.
I'm not a fan of that match either. They had a good match in Survivor Series last year. That was
Yeah, it
definitely
was
a good
cute.
match, but I would say keep them two separated. If even hey, maybe give McIntyre an Intercontinental title run to keep him away from Reigns. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. We'll see what that's gonna happen. Another match: Edge versus Miz. Low key could be a good match.
It's going to be a great match. They're going to put on a hell of a show.
They're gonna put on a hell of a
Uh,
show, and I think this is gonna be Miz had. Miz don't have match of the year candidate, but low key, I would say he has top 15 matches. If you can say anything, Miz, I think this is definitely gonna be a good. I love how Edge gets into these feuds with like these guys like Seth Rollins and the Miz. I like how they're going. I would have loved to see Edge and Kevin Owens, which I think is gonna happen sooner than later. I really do believe once this Miz
two
Edge
Canada
thing is
boys
over,
get mixing it up. That'd be kind of dope.
I want to see. I want to see Edge. Now, another rumor they said was WrestleMania was AJ Styles versus Edge. They said that's another one. Don't know
I
if
don't
that's
know
going to
if I
come
want
to
to see
fruition,
that.
but with Kevin Owens re-signing his deal with WWE, I definitely do see him and Edge having a match probably at Mania. I would love to see those two go at it, and I think that would be a great feud. I would love to see that feud, man. So,
Yeah,
Edge,
that'd be a dope feud.
that
And
is
it
gonna be
would,
a
you
good
know,
feud.
would be even
What's up?
more dope to kind of have that happen. I
What's
was
up?
gonna say it. I was trying to figure out how I was gonna say it. Uh, uh, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn teaming back up during that feud against Edge, yo.
Leave them to. I've had enough of Kevin Owens
Nah,
and Sami Zayn.
nah.
Even
I
though they
love
had,
that combo, bro.
even though they
I
had
love that shit.
their match at Battleground between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, y'all go back and watch that match. That was a hell
Yeah,
of a
the
match.
matches between them were dope, but I like when they're both on the same side. You know what I'm saying? And they are a team because they're Sami Zayn on the mic is nice. Keep it buck. He might not be that great in the
He
ring.
has
Not
good
saying
heel
he's
work.
terrible.
He
His
has
heel
good
work
heel
is
work.
good. We already know Kevin Owens
Him
is a natural
him
heel.
him handcuffing Jeff Hardy's ear to the ladder during the
Listen,
ladder match. That shit was
shit
genius.
is
That shit was
genius.
genius. I ain't gonna front. That shit was genius. You would
Him and
never thought of
Kevin
that shit.
Owens on some heel shit as a team. Mwah. You just
Sami
print your
Zayn,
own money, buddy.
some of Sami Zayn's segments are funny as shit. Y'all gotta go watch some of this shit. This shit's funny as hell.
He's
All right,
funny as a
next match.
motherfucker.
We got the Usos versus the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Anytime these two teams face each other, it's always a good. I'm telling you, when it's all said and done, once they're gone, this is gonna be one of the top tag team rivalries of all time, man.
Yep, that's why I don't even care about that match.
Yeah, I'm
How many
not.
times you gonna see it?
Yeah, it's another match. I'm like, I think the Usos are gonna win down to one as
That
well.
shit just shows me that they don't really have tag teams that can get in the mix that would break
Exactly.
that back and forth up again. Like they're almost stuck in a rut with the
What teams
Usos
you
and
have on
New Day.
SmackDown that could be possibly a threat
I
to the
don't know.
Usos?
I
I'm not
don't
for
know.
sure, really, but I would say maybe.
And
But
that's what I'm saying.
hot take, it's coming. I think your boy Woods is gonna turn on Kofi coming up. I don't know when.
When?
Don't be
Oh
surprised. I think they face each other at WrestleMania. I think he's
no.
gonna turn on him before man. Come on now. You're the king of the ring as a face don't work for me. I'm sorry. It doesn't work for me. I can't see a face being king of the ring. A
You
king of
know
the
what?
ring to me has to be a heel.
It's it's not you're not wrong, but here's the thing. You have to find a correct way to break up the New Day.
They'll
And
find a
just
way.
having him as the king of the ring, that makes them look petty. And they've never shown a petty bone in their body because they've done like the fabulous Freebird, everybody's a champion in this group kind of thing.
A losing streak can cause a heel turn. You got that. You got something could happen where he costs them a match. It's a slow burn. It's gonna happen slowly but surely. It's not gonna. It's gonna be a slow burn. I would say probably at the end of February, the wheels are gonna start turning, and you're gonna get a heel Woods. It's gonna happen, and I think Woods would. I think Woods would. Hold on, Woods would love it. I think Woods did say at one point he would want to be a heel. I think Woods as a heel would be awesome.
I mean, they teased it way back in the day when he was getting turned by Bray Wyatt. You know what I'm saying? Like they teased it, but I'm not opposed to it. You just gotta find the right way to do this shit.
I can see him beating the shit out of Kofi with his scepter or something like that, or hitting him, or I can see a segment where he just turns on him and the fans would just boo the shit. I would love it.
They gotta, if they're gonna do that, then they gotta
That was one of
do
my
it
top
to
five
where.
predictions. I'm sorry, I jumped into my top 5 predictions early. I said one of my predictions was going to be Woods turning on Kofi. It's probably I spoiler alert. I did it early, but
but they have to do it where kind of Woods starts looking down on Kofi and all that stuff. So yeah, lose the streak and all that. They gotta do that to kind of make it happen.
Good point.
But
I like that.
That would really be the only way
I like that.
do
Good
it. So I mean,
point.
I can see it. I mean, I do.
I like that.
I do a little something.
I like that. Good one, man. All right.
Blame it on the goose.
Becky Lynch defending the Raw Women's Championship against Liv Morgan. Becky Lynch gets this.
I see Liv getting it, but then turning around and losing it. But then turning around and losing that shit like in a Raw rematch or some goofy shit like that. No, not even on the Rumble. Like a Raw rematch.
Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. But I say that because Liv just pointed out you only won because you cheated, and they showed the footage, and Becky Lynch is like, so the fuck what?
Okay.
Liv is gonna win.
Let's look at contenders going down the line. Becky wins. Who's next up against Becky?
I'll be honest with you, man. I don't even fucking know.
You don't even know. It's hard to tell on Raw with that women's division. I don't want to see.
It's hard to tell any contenders with any of the women's division only because it's kind of a thing. We already know who the top two is going to be. You know what I'm saying? It's not hidden. Belair should still be champ if you ask me, but we saw what happened with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, excuse me. It's almost like
interesting who wins the Royal Rumble at the women's Royal Rumble. I'm interested to see who's going to win that one. That'll be interesting. I want to see who wins that one. But yeah, we'll see. You say Liv, I say Becky.
I say it just only because it should happen. Liv pointed out, bitch, you cheated. Becky was like, so I'm still wearing the belt. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of should happen that way.
It could be one of those things where they want to put the title on her as a surprise, start the new year off with, saying, "Hey,
listen, it'd be dope. It'd be dope to see Liv. I wouldn't be mad seeing Liv with the title, even if she got it right quick and then lost it again, which would be some fuck shit. But WWE has proven they're not above doing that shit. You see what I'm saying? But it'd be kind of dope to see Liv with the belt real quick, man. I'm with it.
That'd be interesting. All right, we got how many more matches we got left? I believe it's one more. I believe. Let me see. Make sure. Oh, it's 2 more. We got Big E defending the WWE World Heavyweight Champion or WWE Championship.
I don't like that match.
I get Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Bobby Lashley. This could go a lot of ways. And the reason I say that is because Bobby Lashley's not going to get the title. Let's throw that out.
No.
He's not getting the title, so cross him off. 2, KO could possibly walk away with the championship, and here's why. They gave him a new contract. He's going to be in there, but My whole thing is, I just see him doing something else after day one in regards to the whole thing with Edge, and I really do think that's going to be the next feud for KO. And I don't think they're going to give KO versus Edge for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I just don't see that. That's why I said not KO. Seth Rollins, they may pull the trigger and give him the title.
I feel like
I
Seth's
kind of
gonna
feel
get
like
it.
I get a sense that they're going to let Seth Rollins walk away with the title.
So hear me out. Seth gets the title. That allows New Day to kind of re-gel. Big E has to stop Woods from being big head and causing the split of the New Day. Oh, you lost the title. Who the hell are you to come in here and tell me I'm the king right now?
They're on separate shows. They're not going to do that.
It's possible.
They're on separate shows.
I mean, yes, they're on separate shows, but
that's a long shot. That could be your prediction for 2020.
but I do feel like Seth's gonna get it.
I really do believe Seth is going to win. Seth is my pick for the winning title. He's hot right now. He's been killing it. I really do think Seth will win it, and I wouldn't even be mad. This is the perfect time to put the title. No disrespect toward Big E.
If Big E come out on top of this shit, though, that means Vinnie Mac is like, you're my guy right now. Which
we're gonna see it. Like I said, this is the perfect pay-per-view to start off the 2022 because it's gonna set the tone for a lot of shit that's gonna happen this year.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll definitely see about that. And then last but not least, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Oh boy! But now, do you think Brock takes the title off of Reigns?
Absolutely.
I'm calling it too. I think this is where, and goddamn Reigns, you've had a hell of a run, but I think they're taking the title off of Reigns, man.
They're gonna give it to Brock. They're gonna give it to Brock.
They're not gonna have Brock lose 2 times in a row. Hell no.
No fucking way.
Hell no.
And bonus, this causes a huge rift in the bloodline.
Whoa.
This causes a huge rift in the bloodline.
For you. Let's just put it out here like this. What if New Day beats the Usos?
Now you're thinking with my brain.
Now, hold on. What if New Day beats the Usos? What if Lesnar be... Man, can you see that first Smackdown?
No. I'll flip it. The Usos win and Roman Reigns loses. So now they're looking at him like, you supposed to be the tribal chief, but you out here taking the L. And Paul Heyman has some kind of mix in there too with the bloodline too.
That first episode
with the Usos.
That first episode of SmackDown, man.
But yeah, I think.
Hold on.
I think Reigns takes the L.
You think that feud's over with after day one, or else that continues?
No, it's going to continue. It's going. They're going to have to because you can't. Yeah, absolutely. You can't just make because that falls into the
1-1. It'd be 1-1. So does Reigns win the title back at Rumble? So you think Lesnar? So with that being said, what happens to Roman Reigns for 2022?
I think he still stays top tier. I don't think that part I don't really know just yet. That's where you can kind of start working in. I know there have been rumors about The Rock coming back to kind of do a little something.
I keep hearing that rumor all the time.
So you can kind of work The Rock coming back in on that and having a little side story on that.
That will actually be a decent match with Roman Reigns against the Rock. I definitely want to.
Which would further fully break apart the bloodline, right? Because now you got them two looking at Tribal Chief and the fucking Rock, who is technically for real the Tribal Chief. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know who to go with. Jimmy goes one way, Jay goes the other way. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't know. Like, it's possibilities in a Samoan feud that you can brew in with that. You know what I'm saying? And kind of take Roman out of the championship limelight for a minute. Now we got to deal with family business first. Like, there's some ways you can play around with that.
You got a lot of different directions you can go. I'm definitely interested in seeing. So, first pay-per-view of the year, day one, this Saturday, live on Peacock. pay-per-view, whatever you subscribe. So we're definitely looking forward to that. Let's jump into AEW before we get to the year in review. AEW, they had a good year. They had a good year. Crowned a new champion at Full Gear. Adam Page beat Kenny Omega to win the AEW
Pretty
championship.
sure I call that too.
Yeah, you called that. That was a hell of a match. Not, I wouldn't say it was a good match. I wouldn't say match of the year, but definitely was a great match. So they're moving to TBS starting next week, and then I know they introduced a women's secondary title, the TBS Women's Championship. That I think Jade Cargill versus Ruby Solo is
Yeah, I
going to
think
be
they said they're
facing
gonna
off
go ahead
next
and
week.
they said they're gonna go ahead and Jay Cargill that belt.
Yeah, and then Adam Page had that match with Daniel Bryan. I keep calling him Daniel Bryan. It's a force of habit. Brian Danielson.
Brian
I gotta get used
Danielson.
to saying that shit. It's just really hard because every time I see him on screen, I say Daniel Bryan. So
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Bryan. But let's talk about the people who came to AEW. You had CM Punk, Adam Cole, uh, Brian Danielson. Who else do you have? Ruby Soho came. The
Mm-hmm.
Big Show. Big Show and Mark Henry came commentary and shit like that.
Yeah.
So you had a lot.
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black. Aleister Black was the one I was pissed about because they fucked him up so bad in WWE. God damn, man. They fucked him up so bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
man.
did my man dirty. So.
They did Aleister Black dirty. So, but AEW, I've seen they got more superstars coming up. Kyle O'Reilly just debuted the other night on AEW. So
Let's go Undisputed Era, yo. I'm sorry. I keep talking about it because for the last good while that I can remember, Undisputed Era had that old school wrestling feel where how they was just like they were a legit stable. They were a faction, and
they were.
I'm happy to see them. I'm happy to see them together in AEW, bro. I can't say it enough. Again,
They got an interesting storyline going on. If y'all been watching, Omega's out because Omega's got a lot of injury. But shout out to Kenny Omega, who had an awesome year in 2020.
yeah, real shit.
Awesome year. Definitely had an awesome past banger matches, man. Definitely. Shout out to Kenny Omega, man. He had some great matches throughout the year. Won the Impact Championship, and he had some great matches in Impact, AEW. He definitely did the damn thing, man. So AEW they had their highlights, and then they had their lowlights when you had the explosion, the death match between him and Moxley, and there was no explosion. Still waiting for the explosion. They built all that shit up for nothing. That shit had me dying laughing. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all had to sit here thinking the screen was gonna explode, and that shit didn't happen. We sitting there like, what the fuck?
I think this year for AEW is more about them building their talent roster more so than the shows and matches that they put on. That was their first season or first year, second year, whatever. Let's build our fucking brand as far as we can put on some good matches and all that. I think this year was more focused on acquisition of talent, which they really did a damn good job of. Granted, they all came from WWE, but it was the team, not the team, but it was the talent that came from WWE where we have talked on this podcast, or you've talked on the podcast without us. Some of these cats ain't getting utilized properly. Nero, granted, he wasn't there this year, but he got the AEW. Let's give him the push that he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Aleister Black, his shit's coming. Now they got CM Punk. They got Brian Danielson. They got Undisputed Era. They got, Jay Cargill is an up and comer who's showing improving. You know what I'm saying? Ruby Soho.
I like the point you just made about. You made an excellent point when you said about this year was the year of acquisitions. Now we're going to see in 2022. Let's put those.
What can y'all do with all of that?
What can you do with those acquisitions now? Very good point. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with the acquisitions, everything. I'm actually a big fan of the 4 pay-per-views, the 4 major pay-per-views. They build up storylines really well. I do like how there's things I love about AEW and there's things I hate about the AEW. It just, like I said, the whole thing with the talent shit, that kind of pissed me off with all the new talent coming in. Because now it's like, and then the whole thing with the records, like they throw the records out the window. Like you can be sitting there like this guy in front of you can be like 28-3, and you like 6-17, but you getting a shot at the TNT Championship. I don't understand. So rankings don't matter now. So anybody can get a title shot. So that means like a man walking up the street can come get like me and you can get a title shot, but we got a record.
Braun Breaker a title shot in NXT.
It just make the rankings matter. Just don't have the rankings. Just if you're gonna have rankings, make them matter because a lot of the rankings.
Yes.
Here's the fucked up thing: a wrestler could be like 28-4. But we ain't seen them on Dynamite. We only seen them on Dynamite like 3 or 4 times. They wrestle in the dark match on the AEW Dark. Don't a lot of people watch it.
It shit counts still.
It counts. It counts for win-loss, but no one sees it.
I remember back in the day, Kevin Nash beat Bob Backlund in a dark match for the belt. Remember that shit?
No one knew about it.
Nobody knew about it until he showed up with the belt. And you were like, what the fuck happened?
I watched that shit on YouTube. I'm like, who the fuck taped this?
And they showed you the tape of the dark match. He beat him really quickly. 1, 2, 3, give me the belt. Oh, so this shit can listen. I get it. I like it because that just goes to show that yeah. That just means, hey, listen, just because you're nice on the main stage don't mean you can't take an L in the dark match. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. I like that because that means that shows some kind of realism and some authenticity and the fact that you really have to be on your shit.
Exactly.
And I respect the hell out of it. I like the hell out of it.
Hold on. I gotta do it one time. Hold on. Cause we were just talking about it. I gotta do it one time. Hold on. Let me do it one.
That man. Hell yeah.
Yo,
all right.
Y'all,
where did he?
Tell me this thing didn't go hard, y'all.
Absolutely.
This shit sound like the theme from Roseanne too. Don't lie.
It do. Real shit. While you bullshit, came right to my mind when you said that shit. That harmonica, boy.
Tell me that shit don't sound like the theme song for Roseanne.
Who was he? You remember who he was? Who he was the manager for, right?
Shawn Michaels.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was the manager for Shawn Michaels. They were two dudes with attitudes.
Yeah, man.
Know my shit, man.
Shawn Michaels used to jump and do that fucking tall ass high five with that motherfucker.
He was Intercontinental Champion. Diesel was WWE Champion. Then they won the tag team titles. I'll never forget that shit, man. That's old school wrestling. Y'all do y'all research on that shit.
Come on, man. Talk your shit.
Yeah, that's that old school WWE. Y'all know about that shit when they used to come when the floor mats were blue. With a ring, red, white, and blue. Them
outside floor mats was thin as a motherfucker, boy.
At 8 o'clock for 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't remember, y'all young kids today get AEW, Smackdown, Raw, NXT. Back in the day, we had Monday Night Raw for 8 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Monday Night Raw for 8 to 9.
There was no Smackdown at that time.
Then Raw went 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. It gets better. Here comes WCW. We get Monday Nitro for 2
Monday Nitro. Yeah,
I
boy.
I remember having the remote in your hand at 9 o'clock.
Flipping back and forth.
Between USA and TNT. You're not a real wrestling fan.
Especially when Monday Nitro had like a fresh, strong Goldberg running through.
Yes.
The Wolf Pack. Remember when Sting became the Crow Sting? Listen.
Yo, we're talking about wrestling nostalgia, yo. We're talking about when the day when Hogan turned on everybody.
Yo.
When Hogan went NWO, when Hogan went from red and yellow to eating your
to Hollywood Hogan.
To fuck you in 2 hours an hour.
when
Kids were crying and shit.
Bret Hart went from fucking WWF right over to WCW within a week, and you was like, yeah.
When Luger showed up on WCW out of nowhere.
Bruh, listen.
Motherfuckers, yo, that was, I'm telling you, what a time to be alive, fam. Go back.
Listen.
Y'all do yourselves a favor. Go on Peacock and watch some of the old shit, the WCW Monday Night Raw Wars. I'm telling you, some good shit on there because they tell a lot of good stories. They tell a lot of shit that we didn't know about. I didn't know about. And it's like, it's good documentary. If you get a time, sit down for like an hour or something like that. Sit down and watch those documentaries. Very good documentaries, man.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Or the Monday Night, it's gonna, and it's a lot of nostalgia is gonna come back because you're gonna be sitting there remembering shit from 1996 and everything. You're gonna be sitting there like, man, I remember when it, oh my god, I remember when that happened. Like the formation of the NWO.
That goes back to, that's why we have the Holly Street in 96 crew. We was all at this dude Dietrich crib watching this shit. Like, yo, commercial on Monday Night Raw. Go to WCW. Commercial. Oh, fuck, we done missed some shit. Back and forth. Then I think at one point we had 2 TVs downstairs, one on one, one on the other. We sit, listen. And then I remember one of our homeboys came through. Fuck, I think it was Floyd. I can't remember who it was, but I definitely remember watching ECW on a VHS tape. It was like, what the fuck is ECW? Who the hell is Gangsta New Jack? He's got a trash can full of. Who is the Sandman? What's going?
Joey Styles.
Listen, I remember watching ECW on VHS because that was the only way we could watch it. It was just like, yo,
Coliseum home video.
Listen,
yo,
I'm telling you, bro, that was one of those times where it was just like,
no, y'all young cats
so much is going on in wrestling right now.
Like I would say between 90 to 01, that's when wrestling was the shit. That's when wrestling was the shit, man.
Remember, everybody in the crowd had a sign, bro, and you just trying to read the seat. Listen, you couldn't even see the people.
When Raw used to come on, they had the sirens playing at the beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Stone Cold came out. All you heard was the glass shatter. Stone Cold came out there whooping everybody's ass. Man, it was so many.
Jim Ross was on the mic for WWE, killing it.
And y'all don't remember Vince McMahon was on commentary back
in
the early 90s. Y'all don't remember?
Yes, sir.
See, y'all need to do y'all research. Y'all sitting here talking about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was on commentary with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yep.
Randy Savage. That's the reason Randy Savage left WWE because they put him on commentary. He could still wrestle. Randy Savage said, "Fuck this! I'm going to WCW."
And went right there, drew on the black and white, and joined the NWO with Hogan. Yes, sir.
The rivalry he had with Diamond Dallas Page, fam. Woo!
The original RKO, baby. Feel the bang.
Halloween Havoc, 1997. Diamond Dallas Page versus Macho Man. Woo! Boy, what a match. That's one of my favorite. That's got to be one of my favorite feuds of all. I'm talking about all of wrestling. That's got to be one of my favorite feuds of all time. DDP and Macho Man Randy Savage. That shit got personal too, man. I love that, man. We're a wrestling fan. This is when you know you're a wrestling fan. When you can bring up shit like this, that's when you know you're a real wrestling fan. I don't want to hear people that's sitting there talking about. I hate people that sit there and talk about when I watch wrestling. I haven't watched wrestling since Stone Cold back in 1998. If I had $1 for every time I heard that shit, I would be everybody just.
Oh, I've had people outright ask me, "Does Stone Cold still wrestle?" Like,
I get that too.
What?
I'm like, where have you been?
What do you? Why are we having this conversation? Yo, speaking of which, I'm going to my first live event. The last live event I went to, I was in Iraq. Shout out to my boy Ray Green. It was the Monday Night Raw or Monday Night Raw, but it was in Iraq at Fob Spiker. This was in 2010. Wifey looked out for your boy for Christmas and got me February tickets.
Can we give a round of applause for Wifey though?
Hey, listen.
Let's give a round of applause for Wifey.
She came through in the clutch, bro. I'm probably going to be on TV because I think I'm right on the barrier on the ramp, bro. She said row 1.
Trevor showed me those tickets. Fam, when I say this dude in the front row, this dude's
I'm on the ramp, baby. I'm right there. I'm listening.
So, hold on.
Wilding.
Kiani, if you're watching this, hope you're feeling better. She's under the weather, so I'm not going to see her.
Hope you feel better, youngin'.
But babe, I love you. Hope you're feeling better. You see what his wife did for him? Yeah, give me
Listen,
some.
not ring front row, coming
Look,
down the ramp front row,
our anniversary
son.
is coming up in 2 weeks, babe. That would be the greatest anniversary gift to give me some wrestling tickets.
Cause I don't.
Preferably
She told me that shit. I
WrestleMania.
didn't. I didn't have any. I didn't have nothing to say. I was just like, word. And then she showed me. Well, this is where it's at, and I saw the second. I was like,
Fan, did you tackle her, man, and give her a hug? Did you?
we don't disclose what happens behind closed doors in this household, sir. Just know, everything is well.
Everything's well. Everything
And
is well.
payments have been made, sir. Payments have been made. Yes, sir.
But shout out to your wife, man. That's the ultimate gift, man. That's
Yeah, man.
have
But
a great time.
that's
Have a great time, fam. Bring the skull. I told you to bring the skull belt, bro.
I might bring that during that.
Bring the
You know what I'm
skull
saying?
belt. You gotta bring it.
If I'm gonna be on TV, I might have to have that out.
So we know
what
they should.
you know what I'm
We
saying?
got it because you probably gonna be the only one in the stand that got the skull belt. And let's be honest, because you don't really see them a lot in the crowd. You see the big gold belt like I got, or you may see the WWE Championship belt, but you're not gonna see any other. You're not gonna see us smoke. And you know what? Everybody's gonna be probably asking you, dude, where you get that shit from, man?
The same person who got me these motherfucking seats, Playboy. Shout out to the boss lady. Hey, shout out to my personal Miss Elizabeth. You heard? Yeah, man.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta find it. Hold on. Wait a minute. We gotta do this. Hold on. Let me find it. Give me a minute, man. We just sitting here. We sitting here lollygagging, man. Just sitting here talking about shit, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see. Hold on one moment. Since you brought him up, we're gonna go ahead and air his music out once I get past these fucking ads on YouTube and shit like that.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Don't mind us, yo. We just sitting here talking and shit like that. We got a lot more shit. We're trying to stall for Dietrich to come on the show. And we gotta check the status, man. Let me see. I don't know if he's gonna
I got you. While you doing that, let me check and see.
Hold on. I gotta play it.
Ooh, yeah.
Yo, tell me why. I apologize in advance, and I know I sound completely stupid for this. I didn't know that was a theme for graduation. When I was sitting there at graduation 2002, I heard that shit come on. I was like, I said, that's the Macho Man's theme.
Is Macho Man about to come out to this motherfucker, bro?
Fam, I was sitting there like, is Macho Man coming? I was sitting there, my friend said, that's the graduation theme. I said, I didn't know. He said, Pomp and Circumstance. You never heard that shit? I'm like, yeah. I said, I heard it from Macho Man Randy Savage. He said, man, my boy told me, yeah, you too much of a wrestling fan, bro.
But they say that like it's a bad thing.
All right, Dietrich said he's on his way back home. Okay, yo, tell him we can chat. We can chat for a little bit. We got some time. We pretty much have taken care of half the show already. So the other half of the show is pretty much the wrap up for 2021. So we're just gonna sit here and rap for a minute and everything. Dietrich said he's on his way home. So, we're gonna wait for him to jump on because I had to include him on the show. So we can. So we'll talk about. Let's see. What can we talk about in the early two? All right. You know what? I tell you what. Why don't we do this now? We'll include him in when he gets on here. Your top 5 predictions for 2022. Let's see. Hold on. I got mine. I actually worked on this the other day. Let me see if I can pull it up. My top 5 predictions for 2022. So, let's see.
Yo, do you think that that AEW used CM Punk more for numbers draw, or do you think they really have a plan for him to be a mainstay on that program?
I'm gonna be 110% honest with you. He's there for ratings.
He's there. Okay, because I felt the same way.
Like this, don't expect him to win any titles. He's not gonna win it. He's not gonna win the TNT title. He's not gonna win the AEW title. He's not gonna win any titles at all. He's there for ratings. I say they're gonna put a title on him because at some point you're gonna have to kind of keep
the ratings draw, but they're gonna wait for him to plateau to where it's gonna be like, oh, CM Punk is back. Hooray, yeah.
You know what? And I'm gonna tell you
But
like this. I got a funny feeling, and I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for this. I got a funny feeling, and what I do is I do a lot of analyzing because I see how shit starts to unravel itself, and I sit there and I start thinking long term. Here's why I'm thinking long term, and I know you're gonna hate me for this. Cody Rhodes beat Sammy Guevara for the TNT Championship, right?
yeah, it's gonna happen.
I slowly and surely, I think Cody's gonna turn heel, and I think they're gonna do Cody versus CM Punk for the TNT title.
That would be dope, though. You don't think that'd be dope?
I think that's gonna, yeah. Well, no, I thought that was gonna be a corny idea, but I slowly think they're gonna build it. I think once CM Punk beats MJF, I think they're gonna do CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes.
You kind of have to.
I think that's when That's when CM. I think Cody Rhodes is slowly gonna turn heel. It's gonna happen at some point, and I feel like this was the start of them doing that because Cody's gonna have a lot of heat for him after beating Guevara for the title. So I really do believe. I think CM Punk is gonna actually win that title. So I think if he does have a chance, I don't. He's not going to be involved in the AEW title picture at all. I don't see that happening. AEW, the one thing they're always good at doing, they don't do a lot of triple threat matches for the world title. You notice that they do a lot of
good, but I'm happy because that shit is overused and kind of corny.
Like the tag matches in AEW. All right, AEW, stop with the 6-man tag matches. We're tired of seeing that shit. Come on, fam. It's getting redundant. I'm tired of seeing that every fucking week. We have a 6-man tag. Why? We don't need to see. WWE does a 6-man tag probably twice a month.
Yep.
That's it. AEW feels the need to do one every single week. They do a 6-man tag one week, 10-man tag. Dog, we are so getting tired. I'm tired of seeing that shit.
Well, you
got a women's division that gets one match, but y'all put on 2 6-man tag team matches.
Yeah.
It gets redundant. Like, come on, fam. Y'all, 2022, 6-man tag match probably once every 2 weeks. That's fine. But after that, y'all just you poured it on thick, fam. Like, come on now. Like, dog, it's like every week we got a 6-man tag team match, and then it's getting too much, man. It's like, come on now. Like, y'all got to stop with that. You want to build your women's division up, and shout out to them to giving a second women's mid card title. I kind of find that dope that they did a women's mid card title.
Mm-hmm.
So the women
absolutely
actually have something else to fight for other besides, there's no women tag team titles. You got the AEW champion, the women's championship, and then that's it. So you got a women's title to go hand in hand with the TNT title, which is perfect. I kind of like that. So women, it's almost like a women's intercontinental championship, which is kind of dope. So I do dig that. So top 5 for predictions. One of mine I had was MJF will win the AEW championship.
Okay.
I do believe. Now, question is, which pay-per-view does he win it at? Now, I'm going to shock a lot of people. I don't think Adam Page's title reign is going to be the one like Moxley and Omega had. I really do believe. I think my prediction is that MJF will win the title at Double or Nothing. That's my prediction. I really do believe Double or Nothing.
Okay.
MJF wins the title. Now, do I believe that this is going to be a rivalry going on between him and Adam Page? Hell yeah. But I think what they're going to do is, if you've seen AEW as of late, Wardlow slowly starting to, Wardlow starting to get pissed off at some of the shit that MJF is doing. I really do believe that they're going to end up leaning toward Wardlow versus MJF. That's going to be a feud after he's done with CM Punk. So if you think about the shit he got going on with CM Punk and then Wardlow, that would stall him for at least, I would say, like 2 or 3 months. That'll get that stall, and that'll give time till Double or Nothing, which is like Memorial Day weekend. I say you pull the trigger at Memorial Day weekend, MJF wins the world title. So that's one of my predictions. Second one, you're going to be surprised when you hear this one. Braun Breaker will be on the main roster after WrestleMania.
You said after WrestleMania?
I believe Braun Breaker. I think Vince is gonna put Braun Breaker on the main roster right after Mania.
Son, that's fast as fuck.
I really think he's gonna. I really think he's
That's
gonna do.
to
Do you
do
think he did?
what?
You think it's gonna be similar to Killer Cross? Well, whatever his name is, Carry On Cross. You think he's similar with Carry On Cross? What he's gonna do?
Yeah, yes. That's a possibility, yes, of course. But that's like really fast.
Really fast.
And I don't like I will say for me, if I was NXT talent that's been homegrown and been there for a minute, to watch this dude come in, get title championships, all this other shit, probably gonna win this shit, as we've discussed, and then shoot right to the main roster while I'm still sitting there like, yo, I've been I've been kicking ass here. I've been doing my thing, so this is what y'all doing. That would be discouraging as fuck. Like you're still gonna be there because your contract is good, you're making some money and all that, but that shit would be discouraging as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that would further solidify, because I'm not a fucking legacy, I just gotta sit here and really grind. This guy's good, don't get me wrong, but I put on solid matches.
And I'm still not
Here.
on TV.
I'm still not at the main roster, but this dude can come in,
Once again,
damn near get an immediate title shot against Champa.
just a prediction. It may not happen, but it's just my predictions. My third one. Johnny Gargano will be the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble.
That's probably gonna happen.
Johnny
That's
Gargano
probably gonna happen.
is going to be the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble. Now, the way they're going to keep this under wraps is going to be damn good. Yo, once his music hits, can you imagine what the crowd's going to do when they hear his music? That crowd.
Does he win?
Fucking, ooh. It all depends who's going to be the WWE champion after Royal Rumble. It's hard to predict. We'll do another show before the Royal Rumble and we'll make our predictions in regards to that. So I think Gargano does make his. I think he's number 30 entrant in the Royal Rumble. My other prediction. This was because I went back and forth with this one depending on what happens with Roman Reigns at day one. I said The Rock was going to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and win the Universal Championship.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen. As far as the championship goes,
again, it's a prediction. So who knows?
Yeah.
I really do think I really see that happening. And
The Rock is about to come back, and he's gonna come back because Roman Reigns is about to lose his championship, and they're gonna feud because The Rock is gonna come back as like the true tribal chief and try and coach fucking Roman Reigns, because now Roman Reigns doesn't have Paul Heyman to kind of be the mouthpiece, right? Mm-hmm. But everybody knows how The Rock is when it comes to the mic. So that's where you kind of cover Roman Reigns with that shit. That's where they're gonna fall out. Who the fuck you'd be a part-timer to come back here and try and tell me what I need to do, blah, blah, blah. Easy. The tribal chief. Like, I'm your guy. I'm the head honcho around here, blah, blah. That's a prediction for me.
Okay.
That's a prediction. It's going to lead to the fight at Mania, but Roman Reigns loses the belt at day one. They're going to have a little bit more of a kind of feud back and forth between Brock and Roman, but ultimately The Rock's going to come in because they're already teasing him coming back. He's going to come back. He's got to promote Black Adam any damn way.
He's gonna make an appearance anyways. So, and then my last one, y'all heard my other one the Xavier Woods. So, but I had another one in regards to Xavier Woods turned on Kofi. That was another prediction. Last prediction was Kevin Owens is gonna win the WWE Championship sometimes this year. Don't know when, but if it doesn't happen at day one, be advised it's definitely gonna happen soon after that. So I definitely think Kevin Owens is gonna be WWE champion I would say at least by on this day, let's be December 30th, 2022. I do believe by the end of the year, I believe Kevin Owens will be holding that belt going into 2023. So those are my predictions for 2022. Trevor, did you make a list or did you just want to just go off the top of the dome in regards to your predictions?
Charlotte Flair's going to lose the belt. I don't know to who just yet. I almost want to say it's going to be Io Shirai. I think they're going to put Io on SmackDown, and I think she's going to wind up having a belt. Um, I'm in line with the Kevin Owens thing. I think it just, I hate to, excuse me. I hate to say it like this, but I think it kind of makes sense. You want Kevin Owens to have a belt because he's too good. And then, with the contract signing and all that other stuff.
I like the fact that he re-signed. I do.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
He did. And I like he said AEW, WWE was his home, and he said he did what's best for his family. I genuinely like Kevin Owens. I've always been a Kevin Owens fan. This is going back to when he came in and beat Cena. He came in. That's when like the NXT started coming into the WWE. When he showed up on Raw, I was like, oh, so the NXT champion is on Monday Night Raw. Interesting. So I've always been a KO fan, man.
Jay Cargill. This is almost a toss up. This is a gimme. But Jay Cargill is about to get the belt, the TNT joint.
The TBS.
Yeah. You know what I mean. Long shot. Roger Strong is about to be in AEW, and they're gonna have an AEW version of Undisputed Era.
What do you think happens when Omega comes back, man? Are we looking at Undisputed Era versus
the
Elite?
I think there's going to be a split. There's going to be a power struggle between the Elite and Undisputed Era, and that's going to be a nice little feud. Think about it: the Young Bucks against Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly.
Yo, real talk. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish as a tag team is, they're the most underrated tag team, fam.
This is why that feud right there between them two is so fire.
Going back to Ring of Honor, if you haven't seen some of their earlier matches, they have great chemistry. And
this is what I'm saying.
They got the tag team. There was a reason why they were tag team champions so many times in NXT. They have great team chemistry, man. Like,
let me take that point back to what we were talking about with NXT kind of standing on their own too with the talent that they had. Them two motherfuckers put on a great match. Then you had the whole stable with Undisputed Era. Remember when Kyle O'Reilly said by the end of the year we're gonna have all the gold, and they did that shit. It wasn't nobody stopping them. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Them cats is all in AEW now. Undisputed Era. They're gonna split. They're gonna have a feud with the Elite. All of those matches write themselves. All of those matches write themselves, bro. You see what I'm saying? So I see that happening. And big prediction, like I just was talking about. Fucking Roman Reigns finally gets the belt taken off his ass at day one. Him and Brock kind of have a little mini feud. The Rock comes back to promote Black Adam, but while doing that, him and Roman Reigns kind of have a little thing. The Usos kind of split apart momentarily because they don't know which side to side with, blah, 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 blah. All of that's going to happen. I don't know who's going to come out on top. I could see The Rock losing to Roman Reigns only because Reigns is a fucking mainstay. And The Rock can always come back to WWE. But I see that being a very good, if they did it right, which they don't even have to really put any effort into it, that's a feud that prints its own money. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers are tuned in for that shit because The Rock is back, and then it's Roman Reigns, who's definitely made himself a household name. You got the Usos kind of playing the back like, yo, I don't know. All of that shit is good.
Yeah, everything's on the table. Question for you.
Yeah.
That I was thinking about. You think John Cena's done with WWE?
I think he's done with WWE in the same way that Stone Cold is. They're not fully done per se. They're done in a, hey, cuz if you need us, we'll be here, but use us as last resort kind of thing.
Sparingly.
Yeah. Cena's tasted the Hollywood bug, not at the caliber of Dwayne The Rock Johnson as we know, But he's gotten a taste of it, and I think he's been on the Today Show and all this other goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? He's got the sweet comb over. You know what I'm saying? He's got a
The
couple
JBL
movies and all of
haircut.
this. You know what I'm saying? He's got the JBL cracking. I don't think
Yeah,
he's done. I think he's like
I believe he does
uh,
like one match a year.
maybe if
Yeah,
that. I think he just does an appearance or two.
yeah.
He came back with Doctor Thugonomics with the JBL cut, and I was like, doesn't hit the same killer.
Another name for you, Bray Wyatt. What's gonna happen with him?
He's going to AEW.
They're
I,
still.
I'm still holding on to that. I don't know if that would. I don't know how well that would work. Just in the climate that AEW has, with the amount of people that they have, and they now have to kind of flesh that out. Of so, I'm at 50% he stays in WWE, 49% he goes to AEW, and 1% he shows up for some fucking reason on Impact. That 1%, because if he shows up on Impact, it's that's a boss ass move.
So while we're waiting on that, we'll go ahead. Let me knock out these two real quick in regards. I know we spent a lot of time on WWE and AEW. As y'all know, Ring of Honor, pretty much they had their last pay per view. They're pretty much done for right now. What was it? Final Battle. I watched some of the matches there. Final Battle was actually a decent pay per view. Trying to figure out what's going to happen next. Braun Strowman made his debut in Ring of Honor. What name is he going by now? What's the name they gave
I
him?
don't know. Fucking listen. I don't know.
Fuck,
He was in Ring of Honor or Impact.
he was on Ring of Honor. He joined EC3 stable. Changed the narrative or something like that. I forgot what his name was in a they. I forgot what his name was. Adam Sher.
I don't know,
They gave him
man.
a
But
nickname or everything. He actually
WWE fumbled the ball with fucking Braun Strowman, and I'm still not happy with that shit.
yeah, he's cut as hell though. He lost a lot of weight and
Yeah.
everything. So, but Ring of Honor definitely. Ring of Honor, they couldn't hang in there after the pandemic started. You know, a lot of questions was up in the air. What's going to happen with some of the wrestling organizations, and Ring of Honor just couldn't. They just couldn't hang in there. They came back briefly as fans were coming back, but it just wasn't the same, and they ended up being gone. So we don't know what the future of Ring of Honor is going to be. Impact Wrestling actually had a decent year. Impact Wrestling is it's one of those. It's not on a major network, so you got to have it's on Access TV. If you don't have a Fire Stick or Direct TV, you're not gonna be able to see it. But Impact Wrestling actually had a decent year. Um, One wrestler that I really liked in Impact Wrestling, Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander had an amazing year. He won the Exhibition Championship. He won the Impact World Championship at Bound for Glory until Moose. Moose has had a great year too. Moose had an awesome year. Moose is the current champion now. So Moose had a great year. So Impact actually stepped up his game, man. They didn't have any fans at the beginning of the year either. They brought back fans at Slammiversary. So shout out to Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling they actually had a very decent year. Definitely looking to see what they're gonna do in 2022. Don't know what's gonna happen there, but Impact Wrestling is definitely the matches have gotten better. Sami Callihan, he broke his ankle early this year, so he's been out of commission. He's gonna be out for a while. But Sami Callihan had a oh man, they showed the match the other night. They showed the match from was it Slammiversary? Sami Callihan versus Kenny Omega for the Impact Championship, bruh. When I tell you these motherfuckers almost killed each other, they literally
Worm?
almost killed each other. Yes, that match was crazy. Thumbtacks, tables, all that other shit. That match was crazy, man. So y'all definitely do yourselves a favor, go watch that match again.
So while we're on the Ring of Honor cats,
mm,
where do you think the Briscoes are going? I
so
know at first I said AEW, but now I could see them more so going to Impact just because they're kind of like we don't want to be on a main.
they're homegrown, and
Yeah.
the way they are, knowing them. I don't know them personally, but I would say in my mind, just knowing how they are, I would definitely say Impact. I feel like they want to stay out the limelight of the WWE, AEW, and shit like that. I feel like they want to be low key and just go to Impact. So I would say definitely that would be the move for them. So and then what you had, Gresham, who ended up winning the Ring of Honor Championship to end the night. He beat Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal is in AEW now. So
he is in AEW.
Yeah, Jay Lethal's in AEW.
Wait.
He actually had his first match a couple of months ago against Sammy Guevara. Go ahead.
I need my props.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Thank you. Pretty sure I called that one as well.
We gotta give Trevor his props. He did call Jay Lethal to AEW.
Listen,
so
boy, I might be something like a visionary in understanding who needs to go where. Just gonna throw that out there.
We're gonna hold Trevor to it, considering he's gonna make the prediction about Roderick Strong going to AEW. So we're gonna hold him that. We're gonna hold him to that in regards to him going there. So wait a minute. I see somebody just popped up. What up, fam?
What's up, Ho Cake?
What up, fam? Hold on. Welcome to the show, Dietrich. Damn, Dietrich, we had to talk almost an hour and a half till your ass got on this show. Bro, we stalled like crazy. Yo, Trevor and me, I was running out of shit. I was like, yo, how long do we want to do this before we go into the next topic, yo? Dietrich, welcome to the show, man. How you doing, fam? Is he muted?
What? Oh.
Hey, you can hear me? I can hear you. We can't hear you. I'm going to have to kick him out and bring him back in.
Yeah, do your thing. Figure it out.
All right, I'm gonna bring you back in. Hold on. He gonna be mad with us. He gonna be mad as hell with me. Hold on. I'm gonna tell him, yeah, we can't hear you. Hold on. Let me add him back. Go ahead, talk.
Nope.
We still can't hear you.
Cuz, did you cut your hair?
That's what it's like. Did he cut his hair?
Oh, all right. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
All right. He got him a rat tail like it's the 80s. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and talk shit because I know you can't hear him say anything. Yeah, I see you got your shit laid like you just came out of Pelican Bay, homegirl. I see you. I see you, homegirl.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
It's an echo, though. It's got a delay.
Yeah. Cause I'm on Wi-Fi.
Oh, turn your speakers down.
All right, how about that?
Dietrich, man, what's going on with you, fam?
Chilling, man.
Yeah, but welcome to the show, man. I know you've been keeping up with the show, man. Is what we've been doing and everything. So let's just wrap. Let's go to the end of the year wrap up, man. Let's just go there. That's where we're at. So Dietrich, I know you've been listening to the show. We've been talking about NXT, AEW, all the other shit and everything like that.
We've actually been talking about how all my predictions have been fantastic.
He's made some pretty good damn predictions, man. But he did it. I did mine, and Trevor did his. Dietrich, you got a prediction for the top five? Your top five predictions for 2022? Don't pause me, dog. You can't just pause me, fam. Let's go. This is kind of like.
I bet you don't mute him. I bet you don't mute his ass.
Now, what was your question?
Oh, that's much better.
Why is your head that big in the screen?
Because I'm a superstar.
No, you're a star, all right, but like a big dwarf.
You're a star, all right. You're not super, but you're a star.
I'm at least on my way. So what's my predictions for top five? What?
Yeah, top five predictions of what you
for next year,
2022 for wrestling.
Rock versus Roman Reigns for the title at WrestleMania.
I said that shit, right? Okay, that was one of my predictions. Go ahead, Dietrich. Let me see if you can match mine. What's the next one?
Punk versus Sting.
I had that one in my mind too. I could see that one being dope.
Okay.
Punk versus Sting. Rock Reigns. Cena returns to fight. I don't know who.
Brock Lesnar on some goofy shit.
No.
Cena versus Cena returns at WrestleMania to fight Hornswoggle.
I hate him sometimes. Why did you bring him in?
I'd rather see that over Brock Lesnar.
Why did you bring him in?
No, on the real. After this Dewdrop stuff, what's her name? Big Time Bex versus Bianca Belair for the title again.
You think they're gonna go back to that?
Oh, it's heading there. They gotta take Bianca through the Raw. They're routing Bianca through to give everybody else some shine. They're routing Bianca through like Dewdrop. You're gonna see her wrestle all the lower tier and go through these feuds.
You're saying Liv Morgan doesn't win the title on Saturday night?
If she does, it's gonna be a real quick stint. Liv ain't ready, man.
If she wins it,
Liv ain't ready.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say though?
She's still reading off. She's still reading off the cue cards. She's still reading off the cue cards, man.
I hate you, man. You were like one of three people that said that shit. That she reads off the cue cards. I see her looking at the camera.
It sounds like it.
She sounds like a robot.
It sounds when she does her promos. It sounds like she reading off a cue card. So it's like, yo, she ain't ready. To me, she not ready. She not on the level of Bianca, Bailey, Beck, Charlotte.
When's Bailey coming back? Is Bailey back yet?
Bailey, man.
Bailey will return. There you go. That's my fourth one. Bailey returns.
That's the given.
Stone Cold has a last match.
Bailey's 9 months is about up. Of course, she's going to come back. She's got to have some recuperation time after the 9 months. Make sure that we have our babysitter and nanny locked down. You know what I'm saying?
He made me sick, dude.
Be just an understood thing. She's coming back and she's going to run through the fucking roster as we know her to do. You know
and I do think my last one is Seth wins a title. I don't know which one, but he wins one title.
Does he win Saturday night?
Yes.
No.
Who won
right now?
Saturday night?
Big E. They're not taking that belt off of Big E right now.
We said
I don't see a reason.
We say Seth Rollins walks away with the title Saturday night.
No, but I do think that they're starting to form a. I think they're putting Seth and Owens together for a tag run. Listen, hold on. If you watching WWE for a long time, as we've all done, you start to know their formula. And I'm staring at their formula. Like, look at how they interact. They interact really, really well with that stupid, like, I hate you, follow me, do this. They're going to be a combo like he was with Chris Jericho.
Or like they did with Sheamus and Cesaro kind of started out too.
But
with that bar shit.
I have no idea why they broke up the bar. No idea.
Thank you. I said that earlier. They fucked that. We talk about they fucked up Cesaro's up because Cesaro's teaming with Ricochet to face Ridge Holland and Sheamus on the pre-show for day one.
I have no idea why they messed up. The bar was one of the baddest teams. They look on paper like when a team looks like they can beat your ass. That was the bar. The bar looked like, yeah, you ain't winning this match. And that's what's missing in WWE. Cats that look like you're not winning this match. That's why Roman Reigns is doing so well, because Roman Reigns looks like, oh, you're not winning this match when I come out.
The Viking experience looked like you shouldn't beat them, but look at them.
No. Wait. There's a difference between looking big and looking unstoppable. Like, yo, these dudes look raw.
Them motherfuckers they don't have unstoppable before they came to WWE.
Before they came to WWE, those are your prime and ending words. Everybody looked unstoppable before they come to WWE. Did WWE put that shine on them?
Looked unstoppable when they were in NXT.
Why they weren't with the Undertaker? Why they didn't come up with the Undertaker? I have no idea. Like, some of this stuff just makes sense. Some of this stuff just makes sense. Why Bray Wyatt wasn't the one? Why Bray Wyatt wasn't the one to break the streak?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was what Undertaker wanted. We can't say nothing about that. Undertaker said he wanted Brock Lesnar to be the one. I don't understand that reasoning. But even if Brock was the one to do it, I don't understand why they never even did a feud between Bray Wyatt and Undertaker.
Exactly.
Like, they never even did that
Yeah,
shit.
that's I never
The 1 to
understood
2
that.
times that they had the Shield against the Wyatt family, like, that should have been a feud that could have lasted a whole damn year. But
Hold
they
on.
did it like once or
Real
twice.
quick. When you walk into a stadium and the lights go out and everybody lights up for you, I don't know what signs WWE look for in their superstars, but if the whole stadium is in unison singing your song and lighting up their cell phones to look like fireflies, I don't know what you can do anymore to be a WWE superstar.
We're here.
I know what you can do. You could revamp your fucking self and become the fucking Fiend and have a whole new gimmick and still have that same fucking drive. Remix your own entrance music and be over even more.
And still get
And
fired.
they still. That's why he's going to AEW.
Yo, wait. Did y'all see the what's his name's new group? EC3's new group?
Yeah, the one
He was
with,
just talking about it.
The one with Braun Strowman. What's his
Braun
name?
Strowman.
What the name did they give him?
Man, I don't know. I know I think he yelled the avalanche. I think he just yelled let the avalanche flow, and niggas came out from everywhere. That's all I remember seeing. Is like, yo, I was like, that's cold. Why can't somebody do that in WWE? That was cold. He was talking to two dudes like, yo, join me, but you got to go through these niggas to get there.
You know what?
French.
You know what?
Adam, they call him
I think is
Titan. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what he said. He said he yelled out, release the. That's what he did. He yelled out, release the Titan.
Release the Titan.
You know what I think is unfortunate? WWE does not know how to do a really like super group faction, what have you. Remember Aces and Eights? Remember how dope they were?
All right, next. Aces and
Remember?
Hey, Trev. Hold on, Trev.
Yes.
Trev, you really don't understand what you stepped into because a lot of people don't like Aces and Eights. I am with you on Aces and Eights. Loved it. Loved every minute of it.
That whole gimmick and all of that shit was amazing because it was
I didn't like was Bubba Ray was as the leader.
I love that part.
I didn't
Bully
like
Ray?
It was a biker gang. Nothing screamed biker about
so
Ray.
Not Bubba Ray, but Bully Ray screamed biker.
Ray, Ray, whatever it say. I don't give a.
But this is what I'm saying. They don't have a legit, like the closest they got, like we were talking about, was Undisputed Era, but it was 4 dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that was the closest they got. They don't really have.
And I don't understand why they just keep putting numbers on groups. Like, if it makes sense for the storyline, add a member. It doesn't. Like right now, you got Roman Reigns going up against Brock, and Brock's getting up ahead on him. This would be the perfect time to take his cousin from NXT and railroad. If Roman Reigns is the enforcer, right, of that group, can you imagine if he had an enforcer? That group would look super strong.
That's when and what's Tamina? You bring Tamina to the group. You have The Rock come and kind of be.
They wanted Naomi in the bloodline. I'm like
that too. They both of them. They both can. Both family.
Naomi's too much of a face to be in the bloodline. It just
Naomi could pull a heel turn. Her heel turn would be dope as fuck.
I didn't like her heel run that she had with Sasha Banks and Tamina because it just felt like she was forced to be an asshole.
But that it would be all natural with the bloodline, though, and she would just kind of be.
I would Tamina with the bloodline.
Listen,
hold on.
All that shit writes itself.
Hey, check this out. They missed the turn. Like, so when she was beefing with Sonya, what's the name? Whichever one she's married to could have been like, yo, you don't need this. Come with us. We'll make sure Sonya stay in her place. And she could have been the female. She would have been the champ right off bat.
I don't know where that storyline is going between Sonya and her. It's just
nowhere fast.
It's not going anywhere. Like, I'm just sitting here as a writer, like, okay, what's the payoff in this? Is she gonna face her in a match? Or are they just gonna drop the story?
Listen, man. Hey, this is the
going on and on.
Let me give you a glimpse into the writers' room at WWE. Yo, this is some dope ass shit. Hey, man. No.
huh? Damn, that was a good storyline too. Vince, I hate it.
Oh, what? Wait. You said, Bianca and Bianca Belair versus Doudrop.
Let me tell you what, pal. Scrap all of that. Let's focus on Braun Breaker.
I want Charlotte Flair winning the SmackDown title. Okay.
Again.
All right, Vince.
Make her unbeatable.
These niggas probably in there.
Same thing with
Because we always blame the
big-time
writers. These
bets.
niggas probably in there. These niggas probably in there writing masterpieces. Appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely.
I wish I could see I wish I could be a fly on the wall and hear some of
What's
the
that?
things that could be going on.
What are you drinking?
Is that Coke?
Oh, couldn't see the wrap. You got the big ass bear paw wrapped around this shit.
He's the
Coke
Coke.
Zero. I ain't mad at it.
Side note, I was supposed to go see Dietrich when I was down there in Charlotte, man, but
Nobody believes that.
no. Tell him, Dietrich. Tell him.
Yo, bro.
The
No,
kid just
Dietrich,
came back
tell him.
home.
Hold on, Trevor. Dietrich,
Hey,
tell
no,
him.
it was my fault. It was my fault.
Thank
It was
you.
my fault.
Thank you.
My leg exploded.
Oh, that's it. No
My leg
worries. My
exploded
phone
again.
didn't ring.
I gave him.
No, he was trying to surprise you.
We were going to surprise you. And we were going to shout the show up at his house, but it was a scheduling thing, and he said it was his fault and everything, but it never worked out. But I
Yeah, my
had
leg blew up.
planned to come down.
Yeah, he was coming. He was coming on last Thursday. What was it? Last Thursday?
I was gonna come last. I was gonna come last Thursday. I was setting up to come. Matter of fact, I had cleared my day out. I was gonna come. I was gonna leave.
You'll be there. Your mom's is here, so you'll be out here again.
Yeah. And I know you coming there, so I'm gonna be there again. I just don't know.
And I'll probably be in VA. I'll probably be in VA February too. So
yes, Trevor, we were planning to surprise you when I was gonna show up at his crib. I was planning on going.
Womp womp.
Yeah, I was planning on. We were gonna surprise you. We were gonna be like, "Yo, see, you talk shit now." Then you are gonna be like, "Nah, nigga, you gotta come down and see me now."
I was secretly gonna call you and be like, "Yo, he on his way. Yo, kid, come up
Oh,
here."
fuck you, man. No, we was gonna look. We should have rolled down to Trevor's crib and just knocked on his door.
Like, hey,
I got pistols in the house and dogs because I'm a real
see,
nigga.
yeah,
down there.
man,
I'll
I've
just
been
show
in his
up
house.
my
I ain't playing it. I was like, "Yo, excuse
No.
me."
This ain't the one to pop up at because if either one of mine start going off, I gotta go grab the toolie. Like, yeah, just in case.
Yeah, I'm
They
scared.
don't just act up.
I had to do that the other day, man. I was in the house.
Motherfucker just sit outside with a gun.
I don't have to sit outside. I let the dogs be my alarm system.
Yeah.
As soon as they start going off, I know they bark. Let me go pick up Lucille real quick just in case I gotta act ignorant out here.
My dog don't say a word. He just stand in the hallway looking like a wolf.
That's because his name is Cocaine.
All right.
My dog name ain't Cocaine. It's Thor.
All right, fam. 2021 wrap up, man. We're gonna go through this real quickly and everything. So, 2021 was a great year in wrestling. Like I said at the beginning of the show, we went from the Thunderdome all the way to live audience. Remember, we gotta be grateful that the Thunderdome was over. Because remember, January 1st,
Rest in peace,
no
Thunderdome.
fans. There was no fans at all. We was in the dome. AEW was in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm. Daly's
We
place.
didn't know when fans were coming back. So
They might be gone again.
Unfortunately, oh boy,
They might be going again.
I need them to stick around at least until February.
That Amarion touch.
The Omarion B2K.
He touching everybody. Touch.
The Omarion B2K COVID variant is going around.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers might be in the house watching the Thunderdome again.
We might be headed to the Thunderdome.
Hold on. Here's why I'm gonna be upset if that happens because, as we discussed, I had tickets for the Raw in February. I had tickets for a live event this past year. I had tickets for a live event this past year when COVID jumped off.
Yep.
Son, same arena, everything. If they do that shit again, yo, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be away from wrestling for a while.
I honestly don't think they're gonna go to the Thunder. It's gonna have to be something that's gonna have to be like something out the blue. It's gonna be like some crazy shit's gonna have to happen for them to go back to the Thunderdome. I don't believe it's gonna happen.
I'm mad that sis didn't tell me she was getting you tickets so I could get mine. We can go together.
I got 2 tickets and nobody to take. If you make it down there, because you can go.
I'm gonna let y'all settle that off the air. Anyway,
what I gotta do, nigga? Like, I had to
make
juggle.
it down. Be down here. Be down here.
I'm gonna let y'all settle off the air.
I'm on the ramp, bro. Section 1, row 1. I'm on the ramp. I'm gonna be on TV.
You have somebody to take. I'll be your +1.
Right? First off,
Whoa, pause.
you didn't even offer.
Whoa, what
Chill out.
did Uso say? Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Yo, the Usos are like
You want hold on. You want that ticket? I need you to sing like Conway Twitty.
oh shit! I did it off mic. Ladies and gentlemen, Conway Twitty.
Anyway,
right.
but yo, let's be grateful.
Sorry, host.
No, you good. Let's be grateful that we got live crowds back. I think that's probably one of the biggest stories of the year as fans returning. I remember watching Money in the Bank, and I got chills watching Money in the Bank. Like, this is the first time we had fans in over a year. That, I think, to me, that was one of my favorite moments of the year. Just seeing the fans return back to the live audiences and everything. Like, watching Monday Night Raw, watching I remember the first Smackdown in July when the fans came back. Man, it was just like it felt normal again. It felt like, thank God I don't have to see no damn TV screens in the back when I see guys wrestling. That shit was so annoying, seeing TV screens in the back with fans not even paying attention and shit. I was so happy when I see
you seen this shit?
Exactly. I'm like, y'all ain't even watching the damn show, man. So I'm glad fans came back. What's another big story in regards to what in wrestling? Anything y'all can before we get to the matches and shit, obviously.
John Cena came back as the Doctor of Thugonomics.
That is true. And a member of the NWO.
CM Punk is back.
CM Punk making his debut. That was another big moment of the year. Also, Bianca Belair, the year she had.
The year that she had, and the year that was taken away from her in 10 seconds on some bullshit.
Becky returning and taking that year away from her.
The dominant reign of Roman Reigns of this
year.
Ring of Honor shutting its doors damn near, pretty much.
Kenny Omega, the year he had.
That might be moment of the. He might be wrestler of the year, man. Because that storyline, that dude had all the belts.
That boy had all the belts at one point. That boy had the AAA, AEW, Impact.
You talking about draped in gold?
That boy was draped in gold, and now he has no belts. He's Kenny no belts. Kenny no belts.
Kenny no belts.
Kenny no belts.
Y'all are foul.
Kenny no belts.
So, but yeah, we had some big moments this year. Definitely some big.
Everybody jumping ship. Everybody jumping ship from WWE to AEW.
Exactly. Let's just put it this way. It was way much better than 2020. Thank God. Because 2020, we had shit to discuss.
That was as a fact, Jack.
We went from having WrestleMania in the PC Center, which was the worst ever.
Hold on. Something good did come out of that era, though.
What? As far as what, the Thunderdome era?
Yeah.
The PC era.
The Thunderdome era. The whole 2020 COVID era. WrestleMania being 2 nights now.
Yes, we got that. WrestleMania is going on 2, and I love it.
That was something good that came out of that. That's good.
I was sitting here watching WrestleMania with my homeboys. We were sitting there thinking, like, we used to always watch WrestleMania on Sunday nights, and the one complaint that we had, it was like, it's almost 12:30 in the morning. These motherfuckers just wrapped up. WrestleMania is like almost an all-day event. It was an all-day event.
6
o'clock in the evening, and it goes to like 12:30 in the morning.
Pre-show was at like 1:30 in the afternoon.
Them doing it on 2 separate nights is much, much better. I love that concept. So we did get that out of there. And then another thing for 2022 that we're going to get, and we saw it, we got kind of a preview, Saturday pay-per-views. Saturday pay-per-view. What are y'all thoughts on Saturday pay-per-views? Good idea, bad idea? Y'all like it?
Well, it's already been established that we like it because that's when the NXT pay-per-views were.
Yeah.
So it was already. I don't think it was too hard of a jump to say, "Oh, we can put one on Saturday." We've been putting one on Saturdays, and they love it. It's been doing better than the other people.
If you look at the calendar for the upcoming year, you'll notice that a lot of the pay-per-views are on Saturdays. And the one thing that jumped out to me is SummerSlam is in July next year.
Ooh.
SummerSlam.
They moving it from August?
Yeah, SummerSlam is in July, which is really interesting. And SummerSlam's on a Saturday again.
I always thought it should have been. I always thought in July anyway. I always thought August.
It's the summer.
I did feel that kind of way. Always thought SummerSlam would have been a good July pay-per-view, not August. Because I don't really
the
think
middle of the summer
in August.
Like SummerSlam was always depressing because it was like, oh shit, it's the end of the summer.
School about to start.
Yeah, that's literally it was like, yo, soon as SummerSlam hit, you gotta go to school next day. Like, yo,
the end of the summer to me was like the Saturday, the weekend before Labor Day weekend. Because I know it's my last weekend. I can really turn up and shit like that. Because I know Labor Day weekend is just gonna be like a normal 3-day weekend before your ass gotta go back to school Tuesday.
Yo, if you had a mom like my mom, that whole week before the Labor Day weekend when we went to that 4-day weekend was practice for getting up. You say you can't stay up no more. You got to practice to get up. Like, how do you practice to go to sleep?
My mom knew your mom, man. It was always, all right, turn the lights up. Nigga, school starts in 2 weeks. What the fuck I'm going to bed at 9 o'clock for? What the fuck?
Daylight outside.
Yeah.
Daylight seems it's daylight outside.
My friends outside chilling. The fuck you talking about? Go to bed. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, man.
Look, the sun's all out and shit. I'm like, why the fuck am I in bed?
There's people waving at us, Mom.
Yeah, y'all talking big shit like y'all asses wasn't in that bed though. You see, I ain't said nothing.
You know what I'm saying? We was in the bed. Oh, that was
Care with your shit. This is stupid.
I was in bed, but I was asleep.
Yeah, whatever. Your ass was in that motherfucking bed.
I turned the TV off, started playing some PlayStation out of nowhere.
Under the bed.
Under the bed, got the covers wrapped all over me and shit.
All right, so did y'all get into any of the top 5 lists that we discussed?
Nope, that's where we're at now.
No, we saved that for you because we kind of what we did while we were waiting on you. We kind of just did our discussion about AEW, WWE, and shit like that. We just kind of we saved the end of the year. That's what we're doing now. Is all the end of the year.
Cool beans.
So let's do the matches now. So we doing match of the year right off the back.
Cool.
All right,
I'm with it.
Actually, I sent you that list. Did y'all see that list for the top WWE matches of the year?
Yeah.
Any of those y'all were like, yay, nay?
Let me pull that shit
some of
up
the
again.
matches they had? I'm trying to find that list I sent y'all.
Let me pull it up again.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, to me, well, I don't know what you had on the list, but my match of the year was, I don't know what my match of the year was.
I'm gonna go, if I had to choose my match of the year, honestly, it's gonna be Dragunov versus Walter at NXT 36. To me, that's my match of the year. I'm sorry, when Dragunov won the title, that's my match of the year, Ken. I'm gonna go with that. Very close second is gonna be the Lucha Brothers versus Young Bucks in a steel cage match.
That's gonna be my match of the year.
Close.
That's my match of the year.
I gotta go with the Lucha Brothers. That match is insane. That match was insane.
That match was, oh my god, that match was insane, fam.
The one I saw yesterday, I would if I guess for next year I'm gonna have to put this one up. But that Undisputed Era versus the Best Friends, that was a match. That was a hell of a match.
Another match on Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes. Slept on match. That was definitely a good match.
Future match of the year is going to be, I'm telling you right now, next year we're going to be discussing Bryan Danielson versus Cowboy Hitman Page.
Next Wednesday?
Man, that's going to be a barn burner, boy. Yeah, that's going to be a classic JR call.
Only thing I was disappointed, it finished in a no contest. And a lot of people were complaining about that shit.
You know why I say that's going to be match of the year? Because of what Bryan Danielson is doing prior to the match. This nigga ran through. He ran through to get to Hangman Page just to prove that he's better than Hangman Page. He ran through the entire Dark Order.
The Dark Order shit.
Yeah. He ran. No, so I'm saying, like, one by one, he took him out. One by one, he had a match. He's like, yo, I'm going to prove. That's the story. To me, that's like, yo, I'm embedded in this storyline now. Like, yo, this is crazy. That's what's I love, you can get me with a storyline. That's why that Roman Reigns stuff is so, like, we always got it on all our lists because it's an outstanding story. That's what missing in wrestling.
Yeah. All right, so that's our match of the year. What about wrestler of the year? Me, honestly,
Kenny Omega.
I still say Roman Reigns. That's my wrestler of the year. That's my superstar of the year. Male superstar of the year is Roman Reigns.
I give you that one. Who
Who you go with, Trevor?
CM Punk. No, I'm kidding. Nah, I mean it's Roman Reigns. As much as I don't like to say it, because I think his rise to stardom was more the partnership with and the grooming by Paul Heyman. But it's Roman Reigns because he did that whole storyline, bloodline, all of that shit. Mwah.
Loved it.
So it's got to be
All
Roman.
right, female superstar of the year.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair.
Yeah, she had a.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm a Aries.
She's fine, cuz. She's fine. Chill out. We're good. Relax.
Nah, you got Mandy Rose. Chill out.
Don't tell me who I got, cuz. Don't do that. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you that.
Don't tell me who I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm a
I don't know why he just decided you wanted to jump in and tell me what I was allowed. The nerve. Or the outsider looking in.
I gotta be quiet because I got Mia Yim is trying to sleep. And then
nobody interrupted you in that one.
Hold on, time out.
Over later.
Time out. Hold on. See, you treading thick waters. Like, you treading on thin ice because Mandy Rose ain't got nobody. Well, that we know of. And Bianca, I mean,
I'm
Montez,
literally sitting right here.
Montez is cool, but I think I could take him. You got to deal with Bearcat.
Yeah.
All right. David almost took care of Bearcat. I ain't scared.
Bearcat Lee.
You should probably.
Oh, they made that man change his name to Bearcat Lee.
He should probably be a little nervous. Any man that changed his name to Bearcat and wear that shit with pride.
Dumbest name ever, man.
You gonna catch that spirit bomb?
I would have threw a desk.
Which he probably can, by the way.
Team of the year.
Oh,
Lucha
shit.
Brothers.
I'm going with the Usos.
I'm going to Usos too. I'm going to Lucha Brothers close second.
I got Lucha Brothers.
I gotta go with the Usos.
Lucha Brothers is dope.
Usos had a damn good year, and I feel like they are a damn good team, man. Like when I say tag team, I say tag.
My close second is the Usos, and close second was my runner up was Montez and
the Street Profits.
The Street Profits.
Yeah.
They are everywhere. They are everywhere. So they had a really good year.
Breakout star of the year.
Dragunov.
Bianca Belair again. I think that's the second one.
It's Bianca Belair, and for me, it's Carmelo Hayes on the male side.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes, I can go with Braun Breaker too.
With a good shout out to Darby Allin.
Yeah. Darby Allin.
I am so sick of Braun Breaker.
MJF.
This nigga said I'm so sick of MJF too.
MJF.
I'm so sick of Braun Breaker, yo.
He said I'm so sick of Braun Breaker.
I'm so sick of him, yo.
Are you 33.33% sick of him?
I don't even know.
Wow.
The 33.33%.
This nigga didn't do nothing to you.
Yes, he did, yo. He's got another title. Never mind. We're not doing this, so.
Yo, come on, man. He after Goldie. He ain't getting Goldie.
Wait a minute.
Heavyweight title and sacrifice between you, Kurt Angle, and Samoa Joe. Now, you an X Division champion, Samoa Joe.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Samoa Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got 25% at best at beating me.
What did this nigga start doing the math that? I'm confused.
Man, his math was extraordinary.
When he started doing the math, I was sitting there like,
this nigga said, I'm tired of. This nigga said carried it too.
Do you
that
hear?
Don't add
Hold on. But when he talks, do you hear Braun Breaker?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me play some more.
You add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chance of winning drastically go down.
Do you hear Braun Breaker?
This nigga about to throw his Bluetooth. This nigga about to throw his Bluetooth. Fuck Braun Breaker.
Fuck Braun Breaker.
He's got another title shot all fucking ready.
Well, who else they gonna give it to? Everybody else
Anybody.
is feud. Everybody else is feud.
Motherfucker, anybody.
I'll take Champa out.
Is Champa going to Royal Rumble? Is he going to the main roster?
Chop him in the back of his neck. He'd be done.
Is Champa going to the main roster if he loses the title?
Yeah, of course. He's done. He's done with NXT. He's done.
He's
done it.
Yeah.
He's done everything he can.
What else can he do in NXT? There's nothing else for him to do.
Just keep beating young talent, then he becomes John Cena.
Bro, he's gonna go right to fucking main roster, and he's gonna wind up in Impact.
He'll be in the main roster then.
That was one of my predictions. I say Johnny Gargano's gonna be the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble.
Man, Johnny Gargano is going over to AEW and being Undisputed Era.
He is. Shut it up. God, y'all want every person to join the Undisputed Era.
No.
I don't see anything wrong. You said that like there's something wrong with that group.
So we're going to have the NWO. They're going to be the new NWO.
I would have. If I was Tony Khan, I would have done that shit already.
Would you be upset with that?
What, if they did the re-NWO? Because I would. Because you're going to do WCW all over again.
Oh, shit. If I was Tony Khan, I'd have pulled that trigger already, and I would have used Aleister Black to do it.
No, he's doing the House of Black.
I know, but I would have called it the Blacklist.
They signed Brody King. So Brody King should be
the Blacklist.
Yeah.
You smart bitch. The Blacklist is sexy as a motherfucker. And if you want to get to the champion, you got to beat motherfuckers on the list. You might be.
I told them they should have hired me 3-4 years ago.
Well, let's not get too crazy, but I like where you're going with the Blacklist stuff. Yeah, you know.
I never told nobody my storyline I created when he came in and kicked. When he came in and kicked Cody Rhodes the first time, I always thought he should have just kicked a random motherfucker. Like, so you didn't realize that he was going to the pattern. Like, he just showed up and kicked random motherfuckers.
Kick Cody Rhodes' wife too, just off the cuff.
Cause I'm a black bitch.
Bow.
She said, "Oh, you got a black belt?
Well, I'm a black bitch." Ooh.
Bow. This is a black boot across that black ass jaw.
Look,
hold that.
This is me the whole time.
But hold on, Brandy, she fine. Like Cody Rhodes, whatever you did to get Brandy.
Bam.
And Quaalude, baby.
Cody Rhodes
at home. They work every time. In the morning, she love me again.
Cody Rhodes said, "I hate that."
Yeah, I put a baby in that
nights, call you. He put your mom on the phone. Yeah, I ain't coming home.
I ain't never
coming home.
Yeah, you be safe.
I ain't coming home.
Word to Bray Wyatt. Hey, JoJo.
What he said? I got a woman with pussy so good when he put up in that air, it turns to sunshine.
That's why they call it sunshine. Red Fox like, yo. Yo, we don't need this kind of smoke, man. Fox, yo, people have just tuned out.
I know, right?
People are just like, this is dumb.
Yo, we 2 hours.
I tune in for wrestling takes and I get fucking comedy.
I get pussy jokes. Really?
Niggas start watching this shit after an hour. Yo, we just ranting right now. Shit, we don't even give a fuck. Right.
My apologies, fam. That still left. Fam.
I think my girlfriend's the only one watching this shit. She up. So.
Oh shit.
So all right, what other? We did matches, tag teams, pay-per-view of the year.
Oh.
You know what I'm gonna go with? Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
I'm gonna go with Money in the Bank. I'm gonna go with that.
The last crown jewel.
Ooh.
And here's why. No. But here's why. Because it was actually really good.
It was.
It was actually everything else. It's anticipated to be good. Your takeovers or whatever they're calling them. That last crown jewel was good.
It was.
So if all the crown jewels was shit poor, and this is good, extraordinary good, don't that even it out to just average?
No, it means that they actually know what the fuck to do. They just haven't been. And this one was was so good. It's a standout.
If most pay-per-views are 50-50 and you have a 25% chance of
stop.
66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me.
I got lost after he said 66%. I was like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did he get these numbers from? And old dude standing right next to him, like looking at him, like, what the fuck?
Nah, niggas was sitting here like this.
And I'm sitting there
Let me borrow your fingers real quick.
yo,
I'm out of fingers, man. I
that
need some
promo
more
was-
fingers.
I know when that promo was done. I know that promo. I know Scott Steiner went to the best. What the fuck did I just say? It's funny.
Is that cocaine?
You go back and watch that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, so we did pay-per-view of the year. What else we got? What else?
Female Superstar of the Year. We did that one.
We did.
No, we did breakout. No, we did breakout.
No, we did
Sorry,
female. We did female because we voted Bianca.
We did female,
unanimously,
Moment of the-
and we
Moment
voted
of the year.
Bianca
We did
superstar
Moment.
too. We did
Yeah,
moment.
that's right.
What else? What else did we do? I'm trying to think.
We
Match
did
of the
tag
year.
team of the year.
Tag
Did
team.
that already.
Tag team of the year.
Pay-per-view.
Of the year. What else did we? Anything else that stood out in 2021 that going into the new year? We already discussed NXT 2.0 and everything. Let me go back to that. I want to get your thoughts. What are your thoughts so far on NXT 2.0? You think it's going to be something that's going to be? Is it looking positive going into 2022? What's your thoughts on NXT 2.0?
My first impressions of NXT 2.0 was I'm on acid. I must have took Molly and didn't know it. Why is it so bright? And then after I got over the brightness, I stopped watching it for a while because it was too bright. But then I got back into it because I discovered Carmelo Hayes, and I was like, "Oh, all right," brought me back in it. Then after I saw that, I didn't really get back into NXT until after the War Games match, and I was like, "Okay, these new cats. All right, let me see what they got going on." And I started paying attention to Diamond Mine. I started paying attention to. I started going back and looking at different stuff. The Diamond Mine. My man, I don't know his name, but he real cool. He had a promo with AJ Styles this last
Grayson
week.
Waller.
Grayson Waller. I like him. I like his swag. I'm glad. I was so glad.
His theme
Yeah,
music.
it bumped.
My bad. It bumps.
Oh shit! I wish I could. You know what? Now that I think about it, that takes me out to the breakout star. You know who my real breakout star is? But it's only because he don't have like 3 matches. But my real breakout star is Hook. That nigga is a superstar. He is a super. When he walk out, you're like, yo, this nigga got it. Like everything about his aura is like, yo, he going straight to the top. So he'll be in WWE pretty soon. Like, but Hook, that nigga's nasty. But anyway, back to NXT. I was just glad they got rid of. You know what? When NXT got rid of the Hit Road, I was happy.
Oh man. Let's talk about that. The releases. Hit
Yeah.
Road, yeah, that's one.
That only one that made sense.
The Hit Road. Yeah, I was like when they sent them up to the main roster. Was it Dollar? Was it Dame Dollar? What the top Dollar? What the fuck was his name?
Dog Dollar?
Something
I don't
like
know.
Did he
Richie Dollars.
He opened his mouth too much, and that's what got everybody released from top. Because he opened up his mouth after the other girl got released from WWE, and then he ran his mouth, and then next thing you know, everybody
shut up
got
sometimes.
released.
Folks, this is a lesson to you new humans. Shut up sometimes. It ain't worth it sometimes. Pick your battles. The money is better than principle. You can't eat principles. You can't eat principles.
You can. It's
They
just
don't
frowned
taste
upon. They
don't
gotta still be
taste
at the
very
lead of
good.
the schools.
But when Vince McMahon is your boss, you shut the fuck up. Unless you kiss ass on Austin Theory.
I got that one.
Or Braun Breaker.
We're going back there. So obviously Trevor only likes NXT without Braun Breaker, so that would be. But no, back to my critique of NXT. It's dope. It's dope. I got back into it, but for a while I wasn't with the change, and you know I'm old, so change doesn't come easy. That's
what I said. That's what I said.
It just really, it's just really bright and colorful, and I'm not with all those colors.
I don't like it either. I'm not.
They did it too fast.
It's growing on me. It's like
Yo, give me a purple here one month, and then give me a pink there, and then pastel the next month. string me along. Like,
Baby step you in.
Well,
Baby
what Trevor
step,
said,
yeah.
Trevor made a good point. They rushed everything.
yeah.
They rushed it like they literally just pushed everything out. They got rid of their takeover name, which I hated. So I mean, I don't know how the pay-per-views are gonna go. I don't know what they're gonna be called.
They just call them. No, they're gonna do what they did before. They're just gonna call them pay-per-views. They're gonna call them like
Vengeance,
Bash at the
like,
Beach or Vengeance
Bash at the
or
Beach.
Halloween Havoc.
Well, the Halloween Havoc Bash at the Beach are like TV specials. We're talking about like
Right.
actual pay-per-views.
But I guarantee they're gonna start calling the pay-per-views like just different names, like they do with the WWE joints. They're gonna start calling them different names.
Wait a minute, are they the same? Okay, I know I'm asking a real dumb
Because
question here.
if you notice, NXT got all the WCW pay-per-views.
Yeah, they got all. They got
War Games,
Bash at the Beach, Halloween Havoc, which I would actually like.
The
to see
American
Halloween
Bash.
Havoc. I would have loved to see Halloween Havoc actually be a takeover pay per view instead of a middle of the week before Halloween. And I would like to see Halloween Havoc be actual pay per view. So
Yeah.
In Your House, I like when they brought that back. So
Oh
it should be
man, In
actually-
Your House.
Hey man, Todd Pettengill, come on y'all, let's
Todd
go
Pettengill.
back.
They should have actually gave away a house like they did back in the day.
You motherfuckers
Yo, that
actually
game-
gave away a house.
Hey y'all, and that game was dope too, by the way.
In
Oh,
It
Your-
was.
Yo, In Your House has some In Your House 4, what they Degeneration X. In Your House, what was another one they called? What was another one they had in Your House? I'm trying to think of all the In Your House pay-per-views they had. Or something like that. I remember, yeah, but that was my one favorite, In Your House Degeneration X.
Oh man,
You
anything with
motherfuckers-
Generation 8. Anything with you. See, that's man. Like, can we just get like one faction that just acts like a?
What
I just
I
want
said.
somebody to just stop giving me comedy factions. Like, I want a bad guy that's really fucking bad.
That's what
You want an evolution type?
Undisputed
you want an
Era.
Evolution type?
I want another.
No.
I want a Triple H. I want an Edge. I want like even though Edge cheated a lot,
Okay.
he looked like he would kill you.
Hold on. Question. Let's do that. Let's do an evolution. Let's do an evolution group. Who's your evolution in W? If you can put 4 guys together to do evolution, what 4 are you putting in evolution?
Ooh, on the
That's a good
spot,
one, right?
Johnny. On
Let's
the
see.
spot. He done called me out on the
Okay,
spot.
so-
All right,
now,
first
who's
my
your
Triple
muscle
H. My muscle man. So my Batista would be. Damn, there's not a whole lot of muscle dudes in
Would you go Rich
WWE right
Holland?
now. Nah, because if I'm gonna do Rich Holland, I'm gonna do like a United Nations type of thing with like Cesaro, Sheamus,
So you need muscle. Who
Becky
you going with
Lynch.
Who you going with for muscle?
Damn, see, that's the thing. It's not a whole lot of. Honest, to tell you the truth, if Almighty,
Yep.
Okay, so Bobby Lashley. So that would be
I'm gonna
him.
put Bobby Lashley.
He wears a suit, so it actually
Uh,
looks like it. Perfect. Okay.
My
Randy
Triple
Orton,
H would be
Who's your Triple H?
my Triple H would be AJ Styles.
Ooh.
Damn, Dietrich. Good job. Damn. That's
AJ Styles almost. Bobby Lashley.
AJ Styles
and,
was in a similar kind of group in TNA.
He
It
was.
called,
He was.
Immortal.
No, he wasn't. Not Immortal.
What was the other one?
It was an offshoot of the Four Horsemen. Fortune 4.
Fortune. It was Fortune.
It was him. It
So
was him.
He could wear a suit too. Okay.
It was him.
so
It was
Styles.
him. The chairman, who is
Who's your-
known as the
who's
chairman
your-
now. No, it wasn't him.
Who's
Who
your
was
Ric
it?
Flair?
My Ric Flair would be. That's a good question because there's not a lot of.
You know who Ric Flair would be? Nah, I would make Ric Flair Randy Orton. That's how you tie in the evolution.
Ooh, Evolution. No, he would be the
Older.
Triple H. No, he would be the Triple H. He would be
No,
the Triple
you
H.
make-
Randy
Nah,
Orton
I
would be the
would
Triple
make-
H. And
I
I'd
would make
actually
him
have Randy.
Ric Flair.
I'd have Ric Flair
Hold on,
come back.
Trevor, I actually like that. No, I'll take that back. Randy Orton being the Triple H, I like that. Make him a champion. And I like that. Let's go with
He
that.
brings back
Yeah,
Evolution.
Orton, I like
So I'm
that.
taking out. I'm taking out AJ Styles.
Yeah, AJ Styles is not a dude. So it's Orton.
You need a young horseman from the NXT. You need a young horseman from NXT. Braun Breaker.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you
No.
that's how you,
You
do
know
a
who you bring,
callback.
if you're gonna bring somebody from NXT, Make it the man who's holding Goldie right now.
Oh, Champa, but he ain't. You need a fresh. You need a. Orton was fresh face, like you need a cat down there, like even or what's the name, the Grayson kid, like so once somebody like that, like Braun Breaker, Grayson.
Why not do Austin Theory?
Austin Theory. He's already doing it.
Austin Theory next upcoming. He make him the Intercontinental United States Champion. Make him upcoming. He can challenge Randy Orton for his spot eventually. You can get that down the road. You got Bobby Lashley as the muscle.
Get him out of this comic gimmick he's in right now.
So that takes care of. So you got Orton.
Even though I like the Flash, I like the
Austin
selfie
Theory,
shit,
Bobby
but
Lashley.
I don't like the comedy part
so
about
we
it.
need a fourth. Who else you putting up there? We ain't gonna talk about Ric Flair. Let's do a fourth. Let's do. Somebody's got to team up with
So you
Bobby
got Randy Orton, you got Austin Theory, you got Bobby Lashley.
Who would you team up with Bobby Lashley to go after the tag team titles?
Matter. Hold on. Wait. So that Ric Flair's position could be MVP.
So MVP, Bobby Lashley.
You can't tell me. You can't tell me the Hurt Business was.
Damn.
You can't tell me the Hurt Business wasn't a version of the Evolution.
I like that. I'm not even gonna front. I like that.
I was thinking MVP too, if I'm honest.
Damn, Dietrich, you got that.
And if I'm honest, and if we want to do the Afro version, if we want to do the African version, we take
give that props. They're still here for 2 hours.
Oh man, I'm gonna soak them in. I'm gonna soak it in. But we want to flip it back. We want to bring back the Hurt Business. Take Bobby and MVP, put them with Almost and the Street Profits. Have a 5-man gang.
What y'all gonna think? What you think they're gonna do with Almost?
Oh, he about to go. He's the new Braun Strowman.
You think he's gonna be a heel?
I can see that.
Or he's just gonna be like a motherfucker that's just
heel monster. He's about to be a monster.
How quick before he's involved in the WWE title picture?
Soon. And I was already thinking it soon. Like that whole rub with AJ Styles.
Does he win the Rumble?
Gone. No.
He doesn't win the.
But he damn near wins it. But he damn near.
Does he break a record for most?
He breaks Roman's record, or whoever said it. Whoever beat Kane's record.
Roman Reigns.
It was Roman
Reigns.
He breaks Roman record this year.
Fam, I like where this is going. Yo, 2022 is gonna be a lit year, fam. There's gonna be a lot of shit coming up, man. Which I can definitely see. It's gonna be a lot of title changes. It's a lot of returns. It's definitely 2022 is gonna be a damn good year, fam. Let's just hope we don't bring the Thunderdome back. Let's just hope we don't bring the Thunderdome back.
They can bring it back after February.
Tell Marion to stop touching people.
They can bring it back after February. After February, do what the fuck y'all want.
B2K
This nigga got an icebox where his immune system's supposed to be.
Yo,
I do this all day, man. I do this.
You suckers got COVID.
Shout out to the Holly Street 96 podcast.
COVID.
Go to bed.
I'm going to hell. Anyways, this is Wrestling Talk Radio After Dark.
Man, that might be a good show. That might be a good show. Like, yo, Mandy Rose, you know what I'm saying? Like, just show Wrestling Talk Radio After Dark. Just showing clips of Mandy Rose in a bikini
and bra and panties,
just for like an hour and a half.
With Scott Steiner on commentary. There's a
50%. 63. 3% of 5 is 43. Like, god damn, nigga, your math is off.
Braun Breaker comes out of nowhere. Let me stop.
Oh.
You know, Uncle Scott, you're right. There's a 33%.
Yo, see, that's the problem. See, right there, if somebody was really telling him some true shit, he'd do that promo in NXT next week.
He actually teased that promo a couple weeks ago when he was in the ring with Champa, and that shit would have me dying laughing. It's like he wants that character to come out so bad, but Vince is like, don't you do it. Vince, I don't want nobody knowing that he's related to this company. Don't you do it. Because he don't like Rick Steiner for some reason.
My
whole boy was sitting there talking about. He said, I don't think that's Rick Steiner's son. I think that's Scott Steiner's son, and they just telling lies. He said, I think that's Scott Steiner. Yo, he might be right. That might be Scott Steiner's son. Yo, low key.
Man, you can't. No, that man like the dog. No, he don't like Scott at all. That nigga like the dog face grip. See, you looking at Scott with all the doctored shit on his head, with all the muscles. You got to go back to when they were in the WWE and look at Scott Steiner. Then he don't look nothing like Scott Steiner. When he had the mullet and all that shit, he don't look nothing.
When he's doing the Frankensteiner,
that dude look like the dog faced gremlin for real.
That nigga Scott Steiner went to a machine and just blew his arms up.
Yeah.
This motherfucker look like a.
That nigga ain't had no muscles and when they were the Steiner brothers, and all of a sudden this nigga went to a transformation,
like,
came out.
I could go to the gym every fucking single day. I can eat right, and my body still ain't gonna look like that shit.
Yo, Scott Steiner took steroids and was like, yo, here. He just started.
That bitch got muscles on top of muscles.
Yo.
All right, fam. We gonna wrap this up, yo. We've had enough, man. We don't wait.
I had enough, damn it.
This show went all the way to 1:00. I think this is one of the longest shows I've done, and this is the latest show I've ever done.
as it should be, because it's the wrap up. This is what it's supposed to be, though.
But good news is I ain't had no work tomorrow, so I'm good. But let me wrap this up. Holly Street 96. Thank y'all as always, man. Help me throughout this year. Let me give y'all a round of applause, man. Thank y'all.
Hey, let me real quick. Let me say, hold on. Before you do, let me just say, hey, we ain't doing a wrap up this year, but we can be back in January with Mo podcast. Shout out to DJ Domino. Shout out to Junior, my co-host Trev. Like, you know what I'm saying. Thank y'all for making it a good year. We would do a wrap up, but we don't have a whole crew. So January, look for us. Coming back with you with more hits because there's a lot of people talking shit in the streets. Hey, for all you Jay-Z fans, Wayne ain't got shit for Jay-Z. Go ahead.
Nope.
Shit. Trevor.
I said it. Find me on Facebook. Battle me. I got my 20. I got my 20 against your 20.
That's a light work, because as soon as Jay-Z pull out Beyonce, the internet gonna crack. Keith, thank you as always for hosting us, brother. It's been fun. Glad we can help hold it down with you. I'm gonna hold my comments. We know why. I got you.
I know.
Thank you for everybody that's tuning in and listening and checking in on us. You know what I'm saying? We always know it's not wrestling talk, it's wrestling, and it's still real to us. I stole his catchphrase because I know he's gonna say it again, but I'm still out here anyway. Shout out to the Holly Street 96 podcast squad. You know what I'm saying? Come check us out in January. Love y'all, man. Jeez, thanks for having us as always.
No problem. But yo, like I said, like all jokes aside, I really appreciate y'all helping me out these past few months. I really do appreciate it. I didn't know what the direction the show was gonna go, but I really appreciate y'all for helping me out since day one. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all been there for me these past couple of months. I really do appreciate it. Y'all stepped in when I needed y'all the most. That's real shit, man. So thank y'all for helping me out. Shout out to everybody, like I said, WFSB 91 Fuego Beats. Also shout out to my homeboy Sean McNeil, his IG page, Your Boxing Fix. Make sure y'all go follow that. Also make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, Wrestle Talk Radio. Make sure y'all like us on Facebook, Instagram, follow us on Twitter. I want to thank everyone for the 2021 year. I had an amazing year. We're gonna keep this Wrestling Talk Radio shit going into the next year. The rest now, only thing is I got a couple things coming up. I'm gonna be busy. I'm coaching. If I don't know y'all don't know, I coach basketball. I coach youth basketball, ages 6
Yes,
and 7.
sir. Bringing youth up.
Man, my schedule's gonna get kind of hectic. So I typically do Wrestling Talk Radio on Thursday nights regarding the show, but I practice on Thursday nights. So the only reason I don't have practice this week because schools are closed. So the schedule's going to be kind of hectic going forward, so you may see me do a show on a different night other besides the Thursday night. It may be a time I may actually have to do a show on a Friday night, or
That's
I
talk
might
after
do a
dark.
show on a Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursdays are booked for the next 2 months, so you won't see me doing shows on Wednesday or Thursday for the next 2 months. So keep in mind, I may be falling back on how many shows I do because of the basketball season, so I apologize in advance. I will still be posting content to the pages and everything like that. As far as shows are concerned, I'm probably going to cut back on my shows for the next 2 months because the basketball practice. So if you don't see me doing a show for like 2 months, it's not that the show's gone. It's just my schedule's about to get busy and everything. I got, my job coming up, my apartment situation with me and my lady and everything. I got a whole bunch of shit getting ready to come over the next 2 months. These next 2 months.
You busy.
I'm going to be very busy these next 2 months. So if you don't see me doing a show or anything like that, that's the reason why. the reason I had it, I was off, tomorrow and everything. So because of the holiday or whatever, this is the reason I was able to do the show this late. Because typically at this time, my ass is knocked out sleep. So, but anyways,
welcome to the night, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But anyways,
hey, guys,
go ahead. Yes,
no, I just want to before you sign off, man. I just want to send a shout out to my fans in Chicago. Just because notice I see everything and I hear all. So I just want to send a shout out to my super fans in Chicago. I love you guys. Rock on.
Monica.
You may proceed.
Oh boy. I have no comments. I'm gonna end it there. But look, y'all have a happy new year, man. Please stay safe out there, especially with all this shit going on, man. This COVID shit, this COVID shit is serious. This Omarion virus, B2K shit, whatever. We joke about it. Shit is serious, man. Make sure y'all staying safe. New Year's, I'm gonna be here at the crib, bringing in the New Year's and shit like that. So, but y'all stay safe. I want to see y'all in 2022. I'm ready to do big things, man. But anyways, we signing off. Happy New Year to y'all. I'll see y'all in 2022. And as we always say here at Wrestling Talk Radio, we're not just wrestling fans. We're wrestling fans. Y'all have a good night. Rest in peace, John, man. I'll see you soon, fam. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.